what they have offensively. We know they've got a quarterback. The quarterback is pretty darn good. And Xavier Vaughn, team player, has been in the system for a couple of years. He's awesome. But it's the biggest question mark is what is around him. I tell you what they do have, and that's an offensive line. Coach told us it's going to be a UFC fight up front.
Yeah, it will be. We'll see if they can establish the ground game here today. McNeese is a team that has gotten off to a slow start in each game, but they finished strong. Can they start strong tonight?
Yeah, that's going to be the key because, we've been seeing them kind of struggle a little bit in the early going. They don't score at all in the first half of football games, but then in the second half they really find a switch, flip the switch, and really get things going in the second half. I think that's one of the keys to the game tonight for Coach Gary Goffingame is getting started a little bit earlier here in the first half tonight, and that's going to be a recipe for success tonight against Alcorn.
This will be McNeese's last home game until November 2nd, so they got to defend a home turf. Alcorn has won the last two meetings between these two teams over the last couple of years. Last year it was a 17-3 win for the Braves. Expecting a little more scoring here tonight. And we are underway from Cowboy Stadium, and it's into the end zone on the touchback off the foot of Tyler Larco. So we'll see Xavier Vaughn first, the transfer from Lincoln, Missouri, a team player with a live arm. He has completed 60% of his passes this year. He's thrown for 300 yards. Last week he rushed for 4 touchdowns in the win, and he threw for 255 yards. He has beaten out Tyler Macon for the starting quarterback position. Jermaine Gales is the offensive coordinator for Alcorn State. He was the head coach at Lincoln last year, so he knows exactly what Vaughn can do. And this McNeese defense, again, playing without Micah Davey. They will run the jet sweep here and getting a chance with the football. That's Anthony Williams, the senior from Chicago, had 3 catches last week. He gets the reception there as that was a forward pass as they pick up 3 yards, and they do like running up-tempo offense, does Alcorn State, and they now will throw it. Plenty of time, heaving it downfield, leaping up and trying to make the grab was Truck Griffin. That is the all-SWAC first-team offensive player for Alcorn State, and unable to make the grab, and it's 3rd and long here for the Braves.
Yeah, look, Coach told us Truck Griffin kind of makes this offense go. You're going to see him line up in a couple of different positions, whether it's running back, whether it's tight end, whether it's wide receiver, and that's what they want to do is stretch the football field.
On 3rd down, there's a man wide open, and they go right back to him, and that's Griffin, but he could not make the grab in bounds, and it's going to be a 3-and-out here for Alcorn State.
Look, that's a tough play because, look, the receiver, Griffin, made the adjustment, just dropped the football, playing out, and going to be a 3-and-out. McNeese is going to get off the football field.
So the Cowboys defense, which is allowing just 28 points a game, gets the 3-and-out, and McNeese offensively here could get good field position. Elijah Gorman is the punter for Alcorn State. 19 punts on the season. He's averaging 39. 52 is his long. He's from Kenosha, Wisconsin, and has 6 inside the 20. And it gets the snap, goes right through his hands. He still picks it up and boots it away. And it takes a Braves bounce into McNeese territory. Could have been a lot worse for Alcorn State, but it will be great field position for the Cowboys.
Yeah, look, that is a break if you're the Alcorn State Braves. McNeese going to have a great field position here. But, I mean, my goodness, that was near disaster as it nearly gets over his head. And as after he kind of fumbles with it a little bit, McNeese nearly had the football inside the 20. But, look, we talked about it. This is a good chance for McNeese, kind of their one of their last tune-ups before they really get into Southland Conference play, and they need to get that. That's the one thing they've got to do is start getting the offense firing in the first half because we have seen what it can do in the second half in crunch time, but they've got to get that going in the first half of football games.
Gary Goff said they'll open it up a little bit more to start the football game. D'Angelo Durham gets the start at running back, and we'll see a revolving door there. Looking to throw. Heaving it downfield. Can he hit his receiver? He does. Touchdown. That's how you start a football game. As he hits Cameron Senegal for the score.
Boy, that'll start it off right, Jeff, huh? We said they needed to get going in the first half, and one play they go deep. Senegal beats his man, hauls it in a great throw. Look, you see McDowell sitting here in the pocket and just heaves it downfield. Senegal has his guy beaten by a step, hauls it in at the 6 and waltzes into the end zone. Cowboys up 6-0.
Beat Jeffrey McKelton on that play, and Senegal, one of these emerging receivers for McNeese. And McDowell, right off the bat, throws the touchdown pass, his 5th of the season, coming off a career-high performance as far as throwing yards last week with 313. Of course, part of that was the 54-yard Hail Mary conversion at the end of the first half. That goes for 50 yards. And the Cowboys do start fast. They lead at 7-0. We'll take a break. We'll see how Alcorn State responds when we come back.
Sunny days call for Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Refreshing and goes down smooth. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
At Domino's, we know some companies are guilty of shrinkflation. They're giving you less for the same price. So, we're taking our biggest deal and we're making it even bigger. We call it moreflation. For a limited time, when you mix and match any 2 or more medium 2-topping pizzas for $6.99 each online, we'll upgrade 1 medium pizza to a large for free.
You sure about that?
Yup.
You sure about that?
Positive. Get moreflation, not shrinkflation, only at Domino's. Thanks. Wait. We're giving you more.
My monthly subscriptions were problematic, and one was billing me 3 times per month. Thanks, Rocket Money, for saving my money. 3 times a month is insane. But with Rocket Money, you can see all your subscriptions in one place and easily cancel the ones you don't want right from the app.
Quintessential money management app. It's only gotten better from when I first used it. Love to hear it. Rocket Money keeps track of all your spending for you and even helps you create a budget with just a few taps.
Best app I've ever used. Download Rocket Money today.
Times may change, but some things remain timeless.
I've been using the Dove Beauty Bar more than 25 years.
Dove is 1 quart of moisturizing cream.
I feel silky smooth.
When my life gets crazy, my good food choices are the first to go.
Fast is perfect for when I don't have time to cook.
I gotta get this in the fridge because it's fresh and made by chefs.
Put this in a microwave for 2 minutes. They've got steak, they've got salmon.
They have keto, protein plus, and calorie smart.
I can't believe this is this delicious and it's helping me lose weight.
This is a meal I picked up on the app and they come delivered right to your door. I can't believe we didn't do this sooner.
McNeese gets off to a fast start on the 50-yard touchdown pass. McDowell hitting Senegal after the poor punt, and then Larco boots another one into the end zone for another touchback. That's now 10 touchbacks for Tyler Larco. And so Alcorn State will go back out there offensively. Braves averaging 14 points a game, 223 yards of total offense.
Kim, we mentioned it in the early going. This is an offense that they don't really know what they have yet. They know they've got a great offensive line, and the quarterback, maybe one of the biggest quarterbacks we'll see playing college football today. We were talking about that off the air. Look, this is a squad. They want to stretch the field. They want to get their receivers out and running that to set up to run the football.
They also want to get Jacorian Sewell going as well. And here's a big run up the middle for the Braves, as that's going to end up getting more than 15 yards. And on the carry that time, that was Sewell. Sewell so far here this season has not been able to get it going. 20 carries for 15 yards, but head coach Cedric Thomas talked about Sewell as their guy, 5'10", redshirt sophomore, and they want to really get him going. And after a couple of incompletions on the opening drive, they start this drive with a couple of carries with Sewell, who Coach Thomas referred to as a big-time back who can take it the distance.
They really like Sewell. They also mix in Cameron Stewart. They've got about 9 to 10 different backs who have been able to run the football and have gotten carries through just a couple of games for Alcorn State.
So 2nd down and 6 here for Vaughn and the Braves. And once again, another carry up the middle and finding some running room right up the middle of that McNeese defense. And Coach Gary Goff said, hey, we need to stop the run. They're allowing 201 yards rushing a game, and that's something that hampered them a year ago, and right now Alcorn State's offensive line is doing a nice job.
Yeah, they said it was going to be a UFC fight. I think you could have ran through that hole, Jeff.
There is a McNeese player that is down on the ground, and for Cedric Thomas, he really likes the interior of his offensive line, and that's what they're working with right now. Cedric Thomas is now the head coach here for Alcorn State. The Braves last year really finished strong, winning 6 of their last 7 games. 3 of them were away from Lorman. They have not played that great on the road since 2021, a 9-10 record away from their home field. But they are picked to win the Western Division this year ahead of Prairie View A&M and Grambling State. They went 6-2 in SWAC play last year, and if they had not lost to Texas Southern, they would have represented the SWAC West in the conference championship game and would have played Florida A&M. But Cedric Thomas has been around at Alcorn State. This is his second stint there. And during his 8 seasons with the Braves, Alcorn won 4 straight SWAC Eastern titles, as that is Tristan Driggers, who is down right now, the ULM transfer. Ooh, man, boy, he got his leg bent back. That doesn't look good at all. Again, the Cowboys do not have Micah Davey. And then this would be your second starting linebacker to go down. Peyton Lemaire is filling in for Davey. They hope to get Davey back next week for the road game against Weber State, as he's out with rib injury. And this does not look good here for Driggers, as he cannot put any weight on that left foot, it appears.
Yeah, it looked like they were kind of working around that ankle area, and you saw right there kind of got twisted around. This would be a devastating blow for McNeese, because, look, he played really well. He's third on the team, got 32 tackles. He's played really well. You said at the ULM transfer, already a man down with Micah Davey out. Peyton Lemaire has had to step up. Now we'll see maybe Cody Smith, Jordan Toston kind of step into that position. But that's 2 big set of shoes to fill if you're the McNeese defense.
Driggers had 14 tackles last week. So on first down, they'll go back to the air. And Vaughn now launches one downfield. It's behind his receiver, batted around. There is a flag down on the play as well. Great job by Javon Davis to knock the ball away from the intended receiver. Coach Gary Goff says Davis has had a really solid season. Let's find out what the call is, though.
Holding, number 77, offense. 10-yard penalty, first down.
Holding is the call. Our official tonight is Tim Davis.
Look, he had this guy beat here on this end of the field. Ball was a little bit underthrown, but the holding penalty nevertheless going to negate that. We've talked about it. 6'6", 200. Vaughn is a massive kid.
He's going to throw again on first down and 20. No one open, so he just chucks it into the Braves sideline.
And he's been able to get a little bit of pressure from that defensive front.
No foul for intentional grounding.
Vaughn was at Arkansas Pine Bluff, where Cedric Thomas was. In fact, Cedric Thomas was on the staff that recruited him there, but then he went to Lincoln and did a very nice job over there. And then when Cedric Thomas hired Jermaine Gales as his offensive coordinator, who was the offensive coordinator at Arkansas Pine Bluff when Cedric Thomas was there. And they brought in Xavier Vaughn to compete with Tyler Macon, and now he's the guy. Second down and 20. He can bounce off tacklers. Good tackle there, wrapping him up, bringing him down. It's going to be third down and long now for Alcorn State. Making the tackle was Ernest Grayson, the 6'3" redshirt senior from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah, you're going to see, look, he went to pass it and then tried to take off and run, and good luck trying to get that kid down.
Third down and 15. The Braves this season just 24% on third down. McNeese holding their opponents to 36% on third down conversions, nearly intercepted. A ball that was in the hands of Jalen Jackson, but he could not bring it in. And And it's another punt situation here for Alcorn State.
Yeah, the near interception, but nevertheless, if you're the McNeese defense, it's going to be fourth down anyway, so you're going to force the punt. Yeah, look, if you're Vaughn, he's staring down his intended receiver, Griffin, the entire way. Ball was kind of batted around. If you're the Braves, you're lucky it falls harmlessly to the turf, but instead you're going to have to punt the football away. The McNeese is having issues trying to get lined up.
Last time Gorman was, and that snap nearly got over his head. Boy, and not a good punt. A wounded duck towards the McNeese sidelines, and it's going to bounce out of bounds at the 32-yard line. So Alcorn State struggling in the punt game here tonight. 7-0 McNeese. The Cowboys have run one play offensively. It was a touchdown. We'll see what they do when they get the ball for the second time tonight. We'll be back from Lake Charles.
Welcome to Casati Pines at Coshada, nestled in the natural wetlands of southwest Louisiana on 65 acres of looking glass lakes, surrounded by stately pines and live oaks. It's an experience unlike any other. A challenging 18-hole par 72 championship course, 6 sets of tees, and a unique 19th tiebreaker hole. Ranked the 18th best golf course in the USA by Golf Advisor. Casati Pines at Coshada in Kinder, Louisiana. Louisiana's best bet.
Dude, you're looking ice cold.
You look ice cold, bro.
You guys, somebody's coming. Somebody's coming.
Sick. Okay, let's do it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There comes a day
Gonna be a day when I'll be the one
you dream.
It's gonna.
It's gonna be me.
Oh, it's him, I guess.
Dude, are you crying?
What? No, there's something in my eye.
Critical care starts at Memorial, backed by the region's largest team of specialists. In the most modern intensive care setting in Southwest Louisiana, our doctors are exposed to any and every illness and the most complex health issues. Excellence in care for the most critical means better care for all. That's the Memorial difference. Heart, lung, orthopedic, and cancer treated all in one place. Memorial, one system, all your healthcare needs.
Back in Lake Charles, McNeese has the ball up by 7. Clifton McDowell, the Southland Conference Offensive Player of the Week last week. In the shotgun formation, he'll quickly get rid of the football. Now moving upfield, this is Levi, and Levi's got enough for a first down. Jamal Levi, only 5'7", 149 pounds, but he can scoot when he gets the football.
This is the guy we've said all season long that if you're McNeese, you want to get him going because this is the biggest mismatch on the field. He has got more speed than absolutely anybody you're going to play. The guy is a quickster from right here in Lake Charles.
Good blocking there as well to help spring Levi. First down for the Cowboys. And McDowell throwing it again and incomplete on the pass as he was trying to get the ball to Levi. Good coverage there, though.
I think McNeese found something last week. Look, we kind of talked about it during the broadcast against Stephen F. Austin. It was kind of an unconventional way of going for Clifton McDowell. We hadn't seen him really want to sit back in the pocket, but when you talk to Coach Goff, that's exactly what they want him to do. And look, he looked really comfortable doing it last week and looked really good doing it in that first drive, that first touchdown pass.
He became the first McNeese quarterback to throw for over 300 yards in 3 seasons. Cody Orgeron was the last one to do it. And McDowell throwing again. Has to get out of the pocket, though. And then at the last second throws, and it's going to be intercepted. Good coverage there in front of the receiver. And a big turnover. You talked about it, Chaston. This is one thing the Braves have been able to do. They have been able to force the turnovers. And they get one right there with an interception.
That's the 8th turnover of the season. And look, if you're McDowell, you just want to think about taking this one out of bounds. You were right there at the line and just threw it into really double coverage out there. And falls into the hands of the Alcorn State Braves, and that is a huge break if you're the Braves. They need to get that offense going.
Yeah, that's the best cornerback Alcorn State has, and Edwin Summerauer, who gets the interception. A preseason all-SWAC second-teamer, 63 tackles last year. He was second on the team in tackles, and he gets the interception here. Momentum now in the Braille. Nice job there by the Cowboys getting in the backfield quickly for McNeese was Peyton Lemaire.
Peyton Lemaire, look, they thought he played really good last week. It was his first career start over, in for the injured Mike Cadady. 5 tackles. It was a career best game. And look, he absolutely blew through that offensive line of Alcorn State and disrupted that play.
And they have Jalen Jackson playing Tristan Drigger's role, with Driggers out right now with that lower leg injury. Moving upfield here on second down and long, and a minimal gain there for Alcorn State. And once again, facing third and long as they got the ball to Brandon Rogers out of Arlington, Texas.
Yeah, look, McNeese bringing some pressure. They show pressure, and then they kind of back off of it a little bit with Marcus White. They actually lose a yard on that play. So this is a big third down. Braves haven't been able to do anything offensively here in the early going.
0 for 2 on third down. This is 3rd and 14. Vaughn, and incomplete. Good coverage on the far sidelines there for the Cowboys.
Well, I tell you what, Marcus White was coming off that blind side, and it's a good thing he got rid of that football because he was dead to rights.
And on the coverage, that was Bugsy Silvera, who's been playing some terrific football this season for the Cowboys.
Has been no doubt one of the best defensive backs in that secondary, if not the best.
And he's on his way to being an All-Southland Conference performer this year if he keeps it up. All right, it's been interesting with Elijah Gorman and the.
It's been an adventure.
Yeah, it's been certainly. The last time McNeese played a SWAC team, it was Southern, their home opener, and a block punt and a bad snap led to 14 easy points for the Cowboys. This is a good punt, though. Driving back, Matthew McAllister. McAllister, only his second punt return of the season. He's been mostly calling fair catcher. They've been punting away from him. And the Cowboys will start this drive at their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, look, Crowell had a chance to get him back there, and McAllister, we don't see him return it very often, but able to make a couple of guys miss. Now you get the football right back to McNeese's offense. Again, it's going to be McDowell trying to rebound after that interception. I want to see them get the run game going. We haven't seen them hand the football off yet.
No. Well, Coach Gary Goff said he wanted to take the kid gloves off and open up the offense a little bit. That's exactly what they've done. Now, Joshawn Barbie's in there. Barbie last week had a really good run during that comeback, a 12-yard run. He had 3 carries for 21 yards. He'll get the football here. And a nice run off the right side there for about 8 yards.
Barbie with a nice little stutter step right there in the middle of it. Good burst. Pick up about 8 yards on the first down carry. It's what you want to see because, look, you're able to throw the football downfield when you're able to complement it with a good run game, and they really weren't able to have a really good run game last week.
And here's Barbie again breaking free. And this is the Joshawn Barbie we saw at the second half of last year. Had some fumbleitis to begin this season, but he's recovered from that, and that was another nice run and a first down, and now the Cowboys play a little up-tempo. And keeping it is McDowell, being patient there, running behind, and there's going to be a flag. He's running behind Greg Knox, who's getting his second consecutive start, with Elijah Melendez out for the year, the Cowboys' right tackle. I think that was an illegal block, or someone from Alcorn went down low on a McNeese offensive lineman. It might have been Knox. We'll get the call once again here from Tim Davis.
Personal foul. Illegal block below the waist. Number 25. Defense. Half the distance to the goal. Automatic. First down.
You've been just about perfect on these this year. We'll see it here.
Yeah, you'll see number 25 kind of in the back of your screen. He's going to go low there on Knox, and that is the correct call.
There's just no place for that in the game of football.
No. Well, the Cowboys looking pretty here at the 15-yard line. McNeese is 9 for 9 in the red zone when it comes to scores. 7 of them have been touchdowns. And it's going to be Barbie again. Barbie, some nice moves all the way to the 4-yard line.
Again, another nice stutter step there from Joshawn Barbie. Look, I think if you're McNeese, you're able to punch it in here. I think this will be McNeese's first double-digit lead of the year.
Yep, and it's the type of start that they've been looking for all season long, and they're getting some really good work here from Barbie, and Barbie's going to get into the end zone for a touchdown.
They said they needed to run the football, complement that pass with the run, and this drive was all set up by Joshawn Barbie. This is the Joshawn Barbie we wanted to see out the gates this year. Had a little bit of a fumbling issue, but boy, if you can get that Joshawn Barbie, watch out for the McNeese Cowboys.
Well, Coach Gary Goff has talked about going with the hot hand when it comes to his running backs, and Barbie, he had the hot hand on that drive. That was pretty impressive. Good job by that McNeese offensive line led by Cole LeClaire, who's making his 26th consecutive start at left guard. And the extra point try is good by Larco. And McNeese not waiting around until the fourth quarter tonight. They got 2 touchdowns here in the first quarter, 14-0 with 8:30 to go in this first quarter.
Sunny days call for Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Refreshing and goes down smooth. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
At Domino's, we know some companies are guilty of shrinkflation. They're giving you less for the same price. So we're taking our biggest deal and we're making it even bigger. We call it moreflation. For a limited time, when you mix and match any 2 or more medium 2-topping pizzas for $6.99 each online, we'll upgrade 1 medium pizza to a large for free.
You sure about that?
Yup.
You sure about that?
Positive. Get moreflation, not shrinkflation, only at Domino's. Thanks. Wait. We're giving you more.
I'm going to give you this designer bag if you can prove to me that you know your finances.
Well, let's do it.
How many subscriptions do you have?
Probably just redacted in Spotify.
All right, it's saying you have 13 subscriptions, which is costing you around $270 a month.
What? The app is telling you all of this?
It shows you all your expenses in one place, and it can even help you create a budget, which I think you need.
Coming for me, but okay.
Don't worry about those 13 subscriptions you didn't know you had. You can cancel the ones you don't want right through the app, and it can even help you try and get a refund.
This turbo hybrid makes your whole team feel at home,
Brisket, anyone?
even when you're away. The new Kia Carnival Turbo Hybrid with 33 mpg. Kia, movement that inspires.
When my life gets crazy, my good food choices are the first to go.
That is perfect for when I don't have time to cook.
I gotta get this in the fridge because it's fresh and made by chefs.
Put this in a microwave for 2 minutes.
They've got steak, they've got salmon.
They have keto, protein plus, and calorie smart.
I can't believe this is this delicious and it's helping me lose weight.
This is a meal I picked up on the app, and they come delivered right to your door. I can't believe we didn't do this sooner.
Back in Lake Charles, a great start for the McNeese Cowboys as they're trying to go 3-2 on the season. 14-0. 5-play, 65-yard drive capped off by Joshawn Barbie, who was fantastic on that drive. 4 carries for 44 yards, a long of 21.
Here, McNeese, that's exactly what you've been waiting on.
Yep. Larco with the kick, and once again, Larco is going to be able to get that one into the end zone. Now, for Alcorn State, they got to find something here offensively.
Yeah, look, they haven't been able to get going anywhere, whether it's running the football, passing the football. We've said it a couple of times. They want to pass the football to be able to set up that run. They've got multiple backs that can run the football. Vaughn just hasn't been able to find many open receivers here in the early going.
Last week, he was 18 of 26 for 256 yards. They wanted to get Truck Griffin more involved. They threw 2 passes to him. Both were incomplete. They tried to get Sewell going on that last drive. Now they're going to run a reverse and now kind of a flea flicker and then throw right back into the traffic, and it's incomplete.
That was the most disorganized reverse trick play. I mean, they threw it around about 4 different times, and then I don't know if they were trying to set up like the tunnel screen on the sideline after that. That was one of the most disorganized reverse trick plays that I've ever seen.
T. Adams was the intended receiver, but all the blue jerseys were over on that side of the field. Now they run it off the left side. There's a flag down. Gain of about 4 or 5. By the way, McNeese, a different uniform combination tonight with the white pants and the white helmets instead of the gold helmets and gold pants.
Watched a lot of college football today, and they might be the best looking uniforms I've seen today.
Yeah, it's a good look. Very good look.
Illegal formation. Offense. More than 4 players in the backfield. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Well, we've barely played 7 minutes here, and that's the 3rd penalty against Alcorn State.
Yeah, that's kind of shooting yourself in the foot here if you're Alcorn State. Yeah, those uniforms are clean.
Yeah. It's a nice look. 2nd down and 15 as the Braves are struggling to get anything going here. Plenty of time to throw, and it's knocked away. That was really good coverage by Jalen Jackson.
Yeah, stuck his hand down in front of that one, able to bat it away. And now it's going to bring up another 3rd down and long situation. And that's kind of how it's felt for Alcorn State here through 3 drives. Backing themselves up, getting behind the chains, and just not what you want to do, especially already in the hole by 2 touchdowns.
Xavier Vaughn is 2 of 9 so far here to begin this game for 22 yards. 0 for 3 are the Braves on 3rd down. McNeese showing pressure here. They back off. Vaughn directing traffic, got a defender on him, gets away from him. He can run. Vaughn looking to get the 1st down, and he's going to be able to get it. Boy, when you need your veteran quarterback to make a play, that's exactly what he did there.
Look, you're going to see Bugsy Silvera had him dead to rights in the backfield. They ended up kind of pressuring him with that safety blitz and had him dead to rights, and they're going to go quick.
They run the up tempo. They get about 3 or 4 yards on that carry. That was big. That was a big 1st down that Alcorn State certainly needed.
No doubt their biggest play, and at a much-needed time, too, especially there at 3rd down and long.
On 2nd down and 5, only a yard gain there. And if they got a yard, so it's 3rd down now.
It's a big drive here if you're Alcorn. You want to see if you were able to get that big play, and now you got to make something of it. You're already here, 3rd down at about 4. Make it 3rd down and maybe a long 4.
So I'm Vaughn surveying the defense.
Under 10 seconds here on the play clock.
They pick up the blitz and incomplete again. Great coverage there on the far side of the field. That's Marquise White playing as a dropper there. And nothing was there for Vaughn, and Alcorn State's got to punt it away again.
Yeah, not what you want after that big play.
Yep.
Able to get that 1st down, maybe get a little something going offensively, but kind of feels like the direct opposite of what we've seen over the last couple of weeks with the McNeese Cowboys.
Yeah. So Elijah Gorman will punt again. This is the 4th time that he has punted here tonight. And so far he's averaging just 27 yards a punt. Thought that was going to be a fair catch there by McAllister. He kind of waved the arm a little bit, but he...
Did he not fair catch it?
I don't think he did. He ended up returning it. It was kind of a half wave. Officials are going to let it go. Let's take a look.
Right here. Yeah, look, there's the fair catch.
Yeah, it kind of looked like it.
And you see the defender kind of backed off of it a little bit.
And then you see there's a McNeese player standing around. I think he thought it was a fair catch as well. Oh, yeah, they marked it back at the 18. Okay, all right. That was weird.
Yeah, that was strange. I don't think you could do that.
Joshawn Barbie stays out there as the running back. Why not? After what we just saw from him on that last drive. 4 wide receivers. Jonathan Harris in motion. They're going to throw it to Harris. Harris with a head of steam gets chopped down over at the far sidelines there. But they've been trying to build chemistry with this passing game. Some of these guys have been working beyond practice. In fact, Gary Goff and the coaching staff have had to chase them off the practice field after practice because they're running around too much. But with Clifton McDowell and this group of wide receivers, and it's a lot of them that they have that they're trying to get involved, trying to work overtime to get the passing game going. Barbie running strong here. That's going to be a first down. Barbie started the season as the starting running back. A lot of people kind of maybe question that, especially with Trevante Citizen and D'Angelo Durham healthy. But Barbie was their best running back at the end of last season, a former walk-on from Harvey, Louisiana, West Jefferson High School. Earned a scholarship, but then had the 2 fumbles against Tarleton State and then fumbled against Southern. And then he was at the bottom of the depth chart, but he's rising to the top again here. McDowell gets it out to Harris again. Harris trying to turn upfield. Harris had a couple catches last week from transfer from Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College.
That was again, look, McDowell rolling to his right, had 2 options. One, the further option, decided to dump it down as the farther option was covered. Just a 3-yard pickup, and Harris is able to make it into more than it was.
Wide open downfield. That's a first down and more for the Cowboys.
That was a great adjustment there from Campbell.
Jesse Campbell, who was one of the heroes in last week's come from behind win, had 4 catches, his first 4 catches as a McNeese Cowboy. Transfer from Riverside Community College in California. His first catch was a touchdown. Back to Barbie. Barbie got tripped up as he got across the line of scrimmage, getting a hand on him to help bring him down for Alcorn State. That was Samuel Edison, the linebacker.
The best push up front I think we've seen from the McNeese Cowboys through 4 games. They are looking really good these last 2 drives at that up front.
Edison is one of the Braves' better linebackers. And nothing happening there. There's maybe the first tackle for a loss in this game. Markel McLaurin getting into the backfield, a transfer from Southern Miss. He's the nickel back for the Braves. He got back there.
Yeah, they were keying on this all the way from the start. You see they busted right through that line. A couple of guys, offensive linemen didn't grab their guys, able to get him in the backfield, and that's a big play for Alcorn State.
Bakari McCall, check that, was the one that made the tackle. McLaurin was also in the backfield, but it was McCall who eventually wrestled him down to the ground. Now 3rd and long here for the Cowboys. This is their first 3rd down opportunity. Could be 4 down territory here for the Pokes as they got an empty set in the backfield. Gary Goff wants to call a timeout to talk about it with 3:09 to go before the first quarter ends. Let's take a look at some scores from around the Southland and also in the SWAC here. As in the SWAC, Austin Peay over Alabama A&M at half, 38-3. Troy leading Florida A&M close to halftime, 14-9. Grambling leading Jackson State 21-13. It's Texas Southern over Lamar 10-0. Central Arkansas leading Arkansas Pine Bluff 35-10. Prairie View A&M leading Southern at half 14-3. Nichols blew out Mississippi Valley State 66-0. That's who Alcorn State will play next week. And Clark Atlanta over Bethune-Cookman 38-37 in a thriller there. And then around the Southland, Southeastern's hosting the top-ranked team in the FCS, South Dakota State. So far, it's all SDSU, 20-0 at half. Incarnate Word over Northern Arizona, 17-14. That's also at half. Sacramento State, who beat up on Nichols last week, now beating up on Texas A&M Commerce, 20-0. Weber State over Northwestern State, 27-0. And that is going to be batted around, knocked around, incomplete on the 3rd down and long. McNeese will play Weber State next week, and Weber State leads Northwestern State 27-0 at half. Stephen F. Austin trying to rebound from that tough loss last week. They lead Northern Colorado 14-0. And Houston Christian lost to UTSA 45-7. The punt team will come on here for the Cowboys. So our first chance tonight to see Finn Lappin, the freshman from Melbourne, Australia, who's the big sensation.
He is one of my favorite players on the entire team. This kid is incredible.
He is Down 7 punts inside the 20. He's averaging 47 yards a punt. This is going to hurt his average. Let's see what he's able to do here as they try to pin Alcorn State deep. And why did he call fair catch? The ball was going to go into the end zone. Now, I think his foot was out of bounds, so I think he's going to get... Is he going to get bailed out here? The officials are talking about it.
Well, they're going to put the down marker at the 1, but you're right. His foot was on the end zone. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a brutal mistake. We've seen a couple already here from the Braves, and we'll get another look at it right here. Look, yeah, brings him all the way back, and his foot does go back.
Yeah, See, I got to be honest with you, Chaston. I don't think I've ever seen this before, so I don't know what the ruling is, right? I mean...
Yeah, I mean, because it's tricky because most of his body is still in play.
Well, usually it's the punt team that's trying to save the ball from...
But now it's tricky because they haven't been able to get much push up front.
They're going to just run a quarterback sneak with the 6'6" quarterback.
And they don't get very much. I mean, maybe a half a yard.
Boy, the special teams here for Alcorn State on punt, it's been tough.
I think there hasn't been a lot of positive here in the early going for Alcorn State.
No. Started the season by playing UAB, and then they played Vanderbilt, only scored a combined touchdown in those 2 games. This is the 7th time these 2 teams have met, with Alcorn winning the last 2 matchups, including a game 2 years ago here in Cowboy Stadium, 30-19. Deep ball here, and it is going to be incomplete. The defender could not keep it. That was Thomas Miles who nearly got the interception for the Pokes.
Yeah, nearly came up with it. Look, the quarterback, Xavier Vaughn, had his guy. I was getting ready to say you want to see if they can get a kind of dink and dunk. Instead, they take the shot. Ball was a little off. Maybe you want to push it more to the sideline. I think you push that ball more to the sideline. You may have a house call there.
Tyran Warren was the intended receiver, a very explosive wide receiver who had 4 grabs last week for 97 yards. 3rd down and 10, and again, looks like Alcorn State just wants to try to give themselves a little breathing room here, and they only pick up a yard. That's it.
Yeah, because now this is about to get real dicey with the punt unit. Because you're about to have to punt the football, and typically you like about 12, 13 yards to punt the football. You're not going to have that here. Any mistake, we've already seen them bobble the snap a little bit. We've seen the snap go high. That happens here, and boy, you're in the danger zone. McAllister is going to set up at the 35-yard line. You have got to be perfect here.
Yep.
If you're Alcorn State.
And he mishandles the punt. It's blocked. It's batted around in the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. My goodness. And that's going to be Jalen Jackson, I believe. Now, there's 2 number 10s. It's Jalen. All right. It is Jalen Jackson. I don't think it's Jermichael Carter. That's Jackson who ends up getting it.
And look, I said you had to be absolutely perfect right there. There could be no mishaps. We've already seen special teams kind of hurt them tonight, and that might be the biggest one yet.
Wow.
And Cowboys trying to go up 21-0 here in the first quarter, and boy, we hadn't seen this all year. This is a fresh sight for folks in purple and gold, or rather blue and gold.
Second punt block of the season for McNeese. The extra point is good. And no concerns here tonight about starting slow, as this McNeese offense is on fire. And again, special teams have been disastrous here tonight for the Braves.
Yeah, look, initially he kind of bobbled it, and then I don't know if there was a hand that got on it or what, but the punt, it was all over the place. And coming up with it again, Jackson, and the Cowboys get himself a touchdown. And it's now 21-0. Braves about to get the football back. They've got to do something here, or might start cranking the bus here in the first quarter.
McNeese trying to go 3-0 in Cowboy Stadium for the first time since 2018. This is the 60th anniversary of Cowboy Stadium. McNeese has won 222 games here during that time. As we mentioned earlier, final home game until homecoming on November 2nd when the Cowboys host Texas A&M Commerce.
How wild is that?
It's crazy. Of course, the schedule got shuffled when Stephen F. Austin rejoined the league because McNeese did have a home game, I want to say, scheduled in 2 weeks. I want to say it was that, or maybe it was October 12th. I think it was that October 12th. They did have a home game.
Not like a bye week.
Yeah, so now it got all changed, and they got a bye week. So it'll be Road Warriors after tonight. But that's bizarre to have 4 consecutive road games during the course of the season. So McNeese wanted to take advantage of this opportunity of being at home once again. And they certainly have here so far tonight.
I think what we saw tonight when it's the Southland versus the SWAC, and this is the direct opposite of the Southern game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Southern controlled that game for 3 quarters against McNeese, and it was special teams that let the Jaguars down that night. Hurdling defenders there is Sewell on the carry. Sewell from Natchez, Mississippi. Redshirt junior. Trying to get something going here for the Braves at the end of the first quarter. And there is all kinds of movement all over the place.
Yeah, it looked like you saw McNeese kind of bring in a couple of guys trying to send the pressure.
Offside.
Alcorn State was
with
off.
Contact. Number 2, defense.
Yeah, they'll get
5-yard penalty.
McNeese.
Second down.
Get Levi Wyatt again. I said that he was trying to creep up there at the line of scrimmage. Looked like McNeese was trying to bring some pressure.
Correction.
There on first down, on first down. They get tapped for the penalty.
So first down and 10 at the 37-yard line. Vaughn throws one, and a good try there on the far sidelines, but incomplete. And again, Jalen Jackson on outstanding coverage. Tried to get it to Truck Griffin once again.
A couple of times they've tried to hook up with their receivers downfield. The receivers had the man beat. The throw's just kind of been a little bit off the mark here from Vaughn.
So now it's second down and 10.
Under 30 seconds to play here in the first quarter.
Running off the right side again was Sewell. Sewell, as I mentioned, went to Adams County Christian School over in Mississippi. Won a state championship as a sophomore there.
Might be our last play here before the quarter break. I think it's going to be.
Last season, he rushed for 198 yards. And that is the final play of the first quarter. Completely dominated by the McNeese Cowboys.
That is the end of the first
21-0 is the score. And Alcorn State is facing another third down when we come back. More from Lake Charles after this break.
Check out my home scrambling into T-Mobile to get the new iPhone 16 Pro built for Apple Intelligence. Cuz holding it up like a baby lion. Now at T-Mobile.com, get the new iPhone 16 Pro on us. And families can save 20% every month versus the other big guys.
Big companies run on Monday.com. It's how our teams who run the Orca collaborated seamlessly to develop the Orca species we know and love today.
Monday provided us with clarity to make confident decisions with high-level view dashboards.
Especially with the audio selection project.
That's streamlined in Orca.
Streamlined work for whatever you run. Start your free trial at Monday.com.
I'm going to give you this designer bag if you can prove to me that you know your finances.
Well, let's do it.
How many subscriptions do you have?
Probably just
redacted
in Spotify.
All right, it's saying you have 13 subscriptions, which is costing you around $270 a month.
What? The app is telling you all of this?
It shows you all your expenses in one place, and it can even help you create a budget, which I think you need.
Coming for me, but okay.
Don't worry about those 13 subscriptions you didn't know you had. You can cancel the ones you don't want right through the app, and it can even help you try and get a refund.
It was very important for me to have a therapist who could understand relationships, traumas, the LGBTQ community, and someone who was also a person of color.
I tend to deal with things in life with a sense of humor. My therapist on BetterHelp and we share this trait, and so we connect on a deeper level, and I'm more comfortable sharing things with him.
I am just so much more like in tune with myself, being able to talk to my therapist.
I thought buying a home was expensive, but it turns out owning a home is.
Have you thought about refinancing? That's how I fixed my roof.
I don't have the time to figure all that out.
Just use Rocket Mortgage. They make it easy and offer multiple refinancing options to fit your situation.
Okay, how?
You can use the equity you've already paid into your home to take out cash. Or if it makes more sense to lower your mortgage payment, you can do that too. There's even an option to shorten your loan term.
Wow, that would make a huge difference for me right now.
It was the best decision I ever made. Well, besides marrying my partner, I guess. Get your official Rocket Mortgage review today.
I've always been prone to hair thinning. I'm genetically predisposed.
I just gave birth. I was under a lot of stress.
I started taking Nutrafol.
We test our formulations with the highest rigor of clinical trials, and we're the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement.
I noticed it becoming
stronger and thicker.
Nutrafol has taken me back to the hair I was meant to have.
I am back to me.
Start your hair growth journey at Nutrafol.com.
1 second, it's a pipe dream. And the next, it's a dream come true. 1 second, you know it's all protected. And then...
Complete domination through the first 15 minutes of this one, and it's 3rd down and 7. Vaughn feeling pressure from the backside. Vaughn will run up to the 45-yard line, get what he can. And it's now 4th down and 2.
It's one of the best runs we've seen here from Vaughn. Had pressure coming from the blind side, felt it, and just tried to tuck in the run, make a couple of guys miss. Looks like they're going to keep the offense here right now. Why not? Near midfield, at least see if you can draw them off sides. It's only 4th down and about 2. It's a long 2.
Sewell in the backfield with Vaughn.
Might take a timeout here.
They're 2 for 2 on 4th down this year.
Exactly. They're going to take a timeout here. There it is.
And they do call it with 14-13 to go before
ALCORN
halftime.
Has used their first time out of the half.
Yeah, I mean, look, you have to at least run them out there, see if you can get them to at least jump off sides and then burn the timeout, and I imagine they'll send the punt unit. Look, for Alcorn State, they have just not been able to get anything going. We've said they wanted to stretch the field. They wanted to get to their playmakers, and they've got a ton of them. Mentioned it, Truck Griffin, he's been all over the field. They've been able to get him the football, just haven't been able to get some space. McNeese has done a good job in the secondary of containing Truck Griffin, and Tyron Warren is another guy. He's absolutely explosive. We haven't really got to see a lot of him call his name a ton. That's a guy I would like to see, and I think Coach Thomas and Game want to see get going as well, is Tyron Warren, because they've got the athletes all around the field. Here on offense, they just got to find a way to get it to them in space.
So the punt team, and it looks like they got a new punter out there. They had enough there of Elijah Gorman, who just had a hard time handling the football. Franklin Rogers now, 6'4", 210-pounder, got off a good punt.
Yeah, that was a tremendous punt. No doubt the best special teams play we've seen from Alcorn tonight.
By the way, on that punt, Cody Smith got the block, and then it was Jalen Jackson on to recover.
Yeah, the question for me was it blocked? And it obviously, I didn't know if it got into the backside of a would-be one of his offensive linemen, because everybody kind of crashed in on him. But they get the block to Smith. Jackson with the recovery for the touchdown, and McNeese back on offense. And we're going to see D'Angelo Durham here in the backfield to start off after Joshawn Barbie had a couple of really good drives.
McDowell's been on point, 6 of 9 for 91 yards. And a touchdown. First pass of the game was a touchdown pass. And then Joshawn Barbie has been terrific, 6 carries for 57 yards. Good run off the right side there for D'Angelo Durham.
It's a great patient run. Just waiting to pick a spot to follow behind his blockers and turn the football upfield, and that's going to be a 9-yard pickup. A little change of speed, then Joshawn Barbie for D'Angelo Durham. Just wait behind your offensive line, pick your spot, and turn it upfield, and that's exactly what he did. Pick up a 9, 2nd and 1.
Good blocking by the receiver, Jesse Campbell, there as well. 2nd down and 1. As the Cowboys offensively, they've been in control here tonight. On 2nd and 1, McDowell wants to throw deep. Heaves one downfield, jump ball, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Levi, who's had a couple of targets in his direction here tonight. Markel McLaurin was there defensively.
Braves sent the pressure. They sent 5, and they were able to get in the backfield, affect the throw as McDowell had to throw it off his back foot. It's amazing. He had that much arm strength just to get it down the field to Jamal Levi. Tough part is that's one of the smallest receivers on the field for the Cowboys trying to go up and get a jump ball.
They'll run it here on 3rd down, and they get the 1st down. As that was Durham on the carry. Durham this season, 138 yards rushing. Only had 11 carries last week for 19 yards. Still have not seen Citizen, still have not seen Colby Ham here tonight, or Bryce Strong. It's been either Durham or Barbie. 1st and 10 from the 44. And off the right side, they pick up about 3 yards. Gary Goff really has not had many complaints about his offensive line this season. Even when they went up against Texas A&M, they did not allow any sacks, and they ran the ball pretty well against the Aggies in that game.
Yeah, that was one thing we asked him in the press conference was, what was the physicality like playing Florida and then playing Texas A&M? And he said, leaps and bounds, Texas A&M. That was the most physical team I've ever played in my life.
2nd out, and that Stephen F. Austin team, that was a really good defensive line last week, and they did a good job on them. That pass is incomplete. And I tell you, one guy we have not heard from here tonight from Alcorn State is Malachi Bailey. That is the all-SWAC first-team preseason player, and he's a candidate for the FCS and HBCU Player of the Year.
All 3 home games, McNeese with SFA, Southern, and now Alcorn, they've had defensive ends who have been pretty darn electric. The only one that's really given them fits is Kelby Givens. They've been able to, whether it's double, whether it's pull another pass blocker in, to just kind of alleviate Malachi Bailey, and they've done a pretty good job of it here in the early going.
3rd down and 7. McDowell will deliver the pass, and that's complete. Nicely done. Talking about chemistry, that was just a great route by Jesse Campbell. Good throw by McDowell, and this Cowboys offense is humming tonight.
Well, in order to alleviate a guy like Malachi Bailey, it's getting the football out quick, and that's what McDowell's been able to do. It's 1, 2, 3, get rid of the football.
1st down and 10. And now we have a Alcorn State player
defense
who's dealing maybe with a cramping issue. And so that's Jaquez Dew, and we'll take a break while they take a look at Dew. 21-0 McNeese in Lake Charles.
Nearly 10 years ago, Lake Charles Toyota began challenging you to raise your expectations. Now, 10 years later, our commitment to that mantra has never been stronger. In addition to providing award-winning sales and service, we're continuing to reinvest in our community, and we're adding offerings like our convenient mobile service program and our Express Wash drive-through car wash to provide every customer with an outstanding experience every time. Our goal is to be able to meet every automotive need you encounter so that you never have to take your car anywhere else. Lake Charles Toyota, raise your expectations.
In every season of life, your home is the heart of your family's story. At Flavin, we understand that more than anyone. From finding your perfect space, managing properties with care, crafting your dream home, to keeping it in perfect shape, Flavin is by your side. Because no matter the season you're in, Flavin is here to make your house a home. Flavin, where every season is a reason to come home.
–
Hey Poke Nation, it's game time, and Bud Light is here to support your Cowboys. From thrilling touchdowns to those unforgettable victories, Bud Light is proud to stand with McNeese State University and its amazing fans. So grab an easy drinking Bud Light and get ready to cheer on your McNeese State Cowboys. Here's to great football and great moments. Bud Light, the official beer of McNeese Athletics.
Welcome to Chicken Salad Chick.
I've been looking for love. I forgot what I missed, but I remember that high. The first thing I'd say, this is pure, this is perfect. Something nothing else can do, just you. So give me you.
There's no place like the Chick.
Complete domination by the McNeese Cowboys so far. Jeff Palermo and Chaston Tavares with you from the hole in Lake Charles, Louisiana on the campus of McNeese State. McDowell and the Cowboys moving the ball down the field. Durham, though, nothing happening there on that carry. 188 yards of total offense for McNeese heading into that play. Alcorn 74. McDowell has thrown for 105 yards. And a good balance so far here from the Pokes. 105 passing and 83 rushing.
It has been a good balance. We said we wanted to see them kind of get that running game going, and it's been a real good of both. It's been both Durham and Joshawn Barbie. Looks like we get another back in the backfield here with the Cowboys.
Second down and 10. Durham. Yeah, and then they had Senegal in the back, and then we got a flag.
And that might be on Senegal there. Trying to motion onto the backfield.
False start. Number 10, offense. 5-yard penalty, second down.
That'll be Jermichael Carter, who's been quiet here tonight. Carter comes into the game as the leading receiver for McNeese, with 12 catches for 142 yards. But he has not been targeted here tonight. So far, it's been Harris has got 3 grabs for 8 yards. Jesse Campbell picking up where he left off last week, 2 catches for 36 yards. McDowell will keep it, and he's got Cole LeClaire ahead of him. McDowell takes a big hit and gets all the way up to the 34-yard line. Nice run there by Clifton McDowell.
I love what they did there with the play scheme. They split out 5 receivers, 2 to the far, 3 here to the near side. Nobody in the backfield. It makes you think they're going to pass the football. And what do? They're running the football.
That's enough for a first down for McDowell, who has 167 yards rushing. You see 61 Cole LeClaire out ahead of him. Just gets a little chip there, and then he does the rest. That's how you finish a run, too. First and 10 at the 34. McDowell in the play action fake. Nice pass, nice catch. And making the grab there is Jesse Campbell, another first down for the Cowboys.
Jesse Campbell made a couple of really big grabs last week. I asked Coach Goff when he gets to talk to him. We got to talk to him in the press conference, and he said, look, whenever you can make an impression on the coaches, you do it. And look, he's been automatic every time you go to him.
McNeese has been automatic in the red zone, 10 for 10. McDowell trying to run it here, and this time stood up right at the line of scrimmage. A couple of brave defenders come in to bring him down. And it's 2nd and 10. That's an amazing statistic. 10 for 10 in the red zone. 8 of 10 now as far as touchdowns.
Well, especially when you consider they've had so many struggles in the first half of football games.
Well, that, and they really struggled in that department last year. I'll have to look it up again, but really during the first couple of years of the Gary Goff era, it has not been pretty inside the red zone. But when you got a guy like Clifton McDowell who can throw it for a touchdown or run it for a touchdown, his ability to run, he's got 4 touchdowns on the season. That's second most as far as a quarterback goes in college football on the FCS level, as they run it there for about 5. And now it's 3rd down and about 6.
And now look, we'll see D'Angelo Durham check out, and you get Joshawn Barbie back into the ballgame. First time we've seen him in a couple of drives. You're going to get a different look here from Joshawn Barbie. He's got the quickness.
Let's see if they go to Jermichael Carter. You know, we're going to have a stoppage in play. I think Alcorn State wants to talk about it here.
I think you're right.
Timeout on the field. Equipment issues.
Equipment issue, I believe, is what I heard.
I think that is right.
It was some Alcorn State player went running all the way back to the 45-yard line for something. But
I will say that, whatever that object has been, it's been there for a couple of plays. We haven't been in that area of the field in a while.
Braves could use a turnover, and 3 turnovers they forced last year against McNeese. Cowboys have committed a couple penalties. You know, that's been something that's hurt them a little bit this year. They've had 31 penalties through 4 games, but so far that has not been a problem. No Curtis DeVille, it looks like, tonight for the Cowboys. There was a chance that he might play here tonight with the injured shoulder. They said it was going to be a game-time decision, but I haven't seen him out there. Now they bring Barbie back out there in the running back. 3rd down and 6.
And you see Jermichael Carter one-on-one out there on an island. You may see him go there as they try and draw him off sides. Now they'll look back to the sideline. But he's there. The matchup is there for
you. You got 1 second here. Oh, you're going to get a delayed game. Oh, man, that's the worst. And Clifton McDowell is very, very frustrated about that.
Delay a game.
You have a stoppage.
Offense. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
When you have a stoppage in play and then you come back and you have the delay of game, sometimes you think, Chastity, you actually have more time to work with, but they didn't.
Yeah, now it backs him up. That's a 5-yard penalty. That's 3rd down and 12. And you'll stick with the same play call here, give you a little more room to work with. And I still like that matchup with Jermichael Carter there on the far side.
It's a little bit closer now to the tackle, so he's not out there that far. A crossing route, and it opens up here for the Cowboys into the end zone. He fumbled it, and then he recovered in the end zone. That was Harris who got his hands on it. The pass was complete to Carter. The officials are going to talk about it. Let's see, touchdown, Cowboys.
Ruling on
I don't
the
know
field
if it's Carter in the end zone for the touchdown, or is it Harris recovering it? We'll see it right here.
Look, it was just Jermichael Carter coming out across on the slant route, and he tries to go into the end zone. He's going to lose the football right about there, but here's going to be the thing. Does Harris get it? And
I don't think that's going to be a touchdown.
I don't either, because the other part of it was he never had possession, and it was going out of bounds.
This could be a touchback. This could be a touchback, and it's going to go to Alcorn State.
We saw that happen last week, and now we may get the review right here.
Yeah.
The ruling on the field of a touchdown is under further review.
It certainly didn't look like he got into the end zone.
Because the big part of it is you've got to have possession there in the end zone, and also it goes out of bounds. We'll see it here. They lay the hits, and it was actually Campbell when that kind of forces that ball to come out, tries to regain it. That's when Harris is going to jump on it. And see, he still never has it, still fumbling around. Then he rolls out of bounds. I think you might be right here, Jeff.
Jeffrey McKelton for Alcorn may get credited with the forced fumble there. Now, on the official stat sheet, they're saying that Carter got into the end zone, but that certainly did not happen, I don't think. You see Gary Goff in the background celebrating, but I don't think.
No, he loses it right about the 1-yard line. You won't be able to see when he lost it there, but again, this is the shot of, on the sideline of if he's able to get it. I just don't ever think he ever has it once he gets into the end zone. And again, it's bumping into Jesse Campbell is the guy who kind of knocks that football free.
Yeah, Summerauer was...
And see, he's still juggling it. He never has possession, regains possession of it as he gets out of bounds. It's a lengthy look, too.
Could be a big break here for the Braves. Last week, the Cowboys, as you mentioned, they benefited from what looked like it was going to be a scoop and score. And SFA, Stephen F. Austin, was going to go up by 17 in the second half. Instead, he fumbled it out of bounds. And it gave McNeese new life. I think this is going to be and I put the broadcaster jinx on it. I said Alcorn forced 3 turnovers against McNeese last year, and what did you know? Like the first play from scrimmage. And that's exactly what the Braves needed, though.
The ruling on the field has changed to a touchback. The McNeese player did not have possession of the ball before going out of bounds.
It's the right call, though. I know the Boo Birds are out here from the McNeese faithful, but an opportunity to go up 28-0, and it doesn't work out there. Now, Alcorn State's got to take advantage of this.
Yeah, they absolutely do. Look, how often do you get to see that 2 weeks in a row that happens? But nevertheless, look, you said it. Alcorn has got to be able to take advantage of it. I think they've got to find. They got to hit a shot. That's got to get them going. A big play of some sort has got to get them going. They've got the turnover that they needed. Now they've got to find a way to take advantage of it because they've got to get on the board here. 7.5 to go in the first half. Already down 21.
Well, Cedric Thomas said they wanted to stretch the field. They've been trying to get Truck Griffin the ball. Sewell on the carry, taken down. Good open field tackle there by Jonquay Lewis, who's out there right now for McNeese. Cowboys wanted to come in here and stop the run. And Braves got 73 yards rushing. They only got 1 yard passing, though. As Vaughn has been rough stat line of 2 of 12 for 1 yard.
Again, they've had a couple of times that they nearly connected. Just leading the receiver a little bit too far has been their issue.
Very interesting lineup here as an offensive lineman is lined up way out there. Vaughn throws the other way, and that's complete as they got the ball to Sewell. That should be enough for a first down for the Braves. That is just their 5th first down of the night. Well, that was a crazy formation there from Alcorn State. They had the right tackle, DeMarcus Gordon, lined way out to the right. Now they run it to the left and nothing happening there. On the stop for the Cowboys, Simeon Mitchell from the College of San Francisco. 15 tackles on the season. He's really had a very strong start to the year. McNeese got bigger, stronger on that defensive line through the transfer portal, and Mitchell's a big part of that along with Steven Johnson.
Yeah, look, I don't recommend running into the guy 6'3", 310. That's not a recipe for success for anybody.
Loss of a yard under 6 minutes to go before halftime. Running at his Sewell here around the right end, and he got tripped up by Lewis. Good run, though, there for Alcorn State.
That's what they want to do. They want to find a way to run the football. It was a great run. It's kind of the RPO to see if he wanted to tuck it, but instead let it off to Sewell and able to pick up about 8 yards. 3rd down and short.
McNeese brings pressure, but running right up the middle for a first down for the Braves into McNeese territory to the 44-yard line. And I know what, as Sewell was on the carry, I know what's going through Gary Goff's mind right now. About ready to be up 28-0. Instead, it's 21-0, and now the Braves are driving on your defense. That's frustrating.
And again, the other part of it is you don't have Tristan Driggers nor Micah Davey. You don't have your leaders there in the middle of your defense to kind of calm everybody down. You know, Peyton Lemaire, you've got him, Cody Smith right there in the middle. Guys who have played, they just don't have a ton of leadership experience. You got to have to kind of depend on the backside of that defensive secondary.
2nd down at 8. Vaughn on the run. Vaughn tightropes the sideline and gets inside the 25-yard line. Good run for the 6'6", 200-pounder. Out of Beaumont, Texas. Quickly up to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10 at the 23. Best drive of the night for the Braves. McNeese brings the blitz. They pick it up. Vaughn's got time. Lollipop throw into the end zone, and it's out of the back of the end zone, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, ball would have been uncatchable. But, yeah, look, it was a good pocket. McNeese sent the pressure. It started to break down, just able to get that football out of there. That's going to bring up 2nd down and long. What you don't want to happen here is if you're Alcorn, don't want to kind of hit a brick wall once you get in near that red zone. Got to, at all costs, find some kind of points right here.
2nd down and 10 for the Braves. Vaughn towards the end zone, and he threw it right to a defender. That's Silvera. Bugsy Silvera, his 2nd interception of the season. And that was just a poor throw there by Xavier Vaughn. Are you saying, Chasten, it might have been tipped?
I thought it might have been tipped. We're going to replay here in a minute, but nevertheless, Bugsy Silvera does not care. He takes the football. I don't know. It may have just been a bad throw, but Silvera comes up with it. They come here to the near side and celebrate. Just looked like a wounded duck of a pass. That's why it kind of looked like got a hand on it, but nevertheless, kind of trading turnovers now.
Silvera, his second interception of the season, the second time he's intercepted a pass to end a drive near the goal line. He did that against Southern as well.
Said they were going to have to depend on that defensive secondary to kind of step up and make them a play with Davey and Tristan Driggers in the middle of that defense out. And what do you know, the leader of the secondary steps up.
First interception thrown on the season by Vaughn. And now the Cowboys will look to try to get another drive going. Good job here by Alcorn State as they shut down Barbie at the line of scrimmage. Nothing happening on that play. As one of the defenders there for the Braves was Jerron Griffin, excuse me. 2nd and 10. Barbie leading the Cowboys with 57 yards rushing prior to that carry. McDowell will just take off with it. And he's got some room to run. Gets down. He loses his helmet. Hopefully he's okay. Oh, boy, he's holding his head, and he's not happy. A very emotional player. Got hit with 2 15-yard unsportsmanlike penalties last week. He's got to come out for a play, and that means Camden Sixkiller will get an opportunity to play here.
Yeah, look, he was trying to just motion Joshawn Barbie to kind of get in there, and, that's when his helmet came down, and, nearly stepped on his head there, and we will see Sixkiller coming to the football game. Imagine this will just be a handoff to Joshawn Barbie.
Sixkiller completing 47% of his passes for 160 yards, and he will hand it off to Barbie. Barbie, though, not much running room there, only a couple of yards.
Just like that, now will come back into the football game. He was visibly upset. Let's see, he's kind of taken down there.
3rd down coming up here for McNeese. Cowboys 2 of 4 on 3rd down. They give it to Barbie. Barbie trying to squeeze through there, and there's a host of Braves that will game tackle him. And now we have a whistle. We have flags. Barbie saying it's against Alcorn State.
Late flags.
We got our referee trying to sort things out, Tim Davis.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Number 2, offense. Half the distance to the goal. 2nd down.
That's another 15-yard penalty on Clifton McDowell. And what this will do is give the Braves an opportunity.
Correction. Full 15. 15.
I want to say they said not 2, maybe even 15.
There's no 15.
Get clarification on that, but I'm almost positive he said that was not number 2.
I thought I heard 15 too.
Might have been 16.
Well, it's 3rd down now, right? 3rd down? Should be 3rd down. We got 2nd down on our 3rd down on the yardstick. Well, anyways, here's a Barbie running straight up the middle and gets taken down at the 33-yard line, and we will come up to the 2-minute timeout here. That will bring up 4th down according to the yardstick on the far side. So McNeese will likely have to punt. Up by 3 touchdowns. McNeese scored all 3 in the first quarter as they lead it 21-0 in Lake Charles.
Why has America accepted the wait for payday when life doesn't wait for you to get paid? Introducing MyPay from Chime, a revolutionary new way of getting your pay when you want. Get up to $500 of your pay before payday. No interest, no credit check, no mandatory fees. When any day is payday, it's a good day. Get paid when you say with MyPay. Get started at Chime.com.
Healthcare.gov is here for you when life happens. If you lost your health coverage because of turning 26, going off Medicaid, leaving your job, or moving, you could be eligible to enroll in new coverage now. And if you need to update your coverage because of marriage or having a baby, you could also be eligible. But don't wait. There's a limited time to enroll. Check your eligibility at healthcare.gov today. Life happens. Get covered.
Basketball is a very physical sport. I get a lot of marks throughout the season. It's a sign of hard work. You gotta push yourself to the limit. Having marks on your body is not a sign of failure. It's a step towards improvement.
Movement leaves marks. Your antiperspirant shouldn't.
Degree Ultra Clear. Non-stop protection against white marks.
This Kia Turbo Hybrid is built for all the things you've yet to do. Like taking a long drive. Just to throw a monster tailgate party at an away game.
Brisket, anyone?
Do what's yet to be done. The new Kia Carnival Turbo Hybrid. Kia. Movement that inspires.
If you're looking for the one, find it on Real.
Jeff Palermo, Chaston Tavares, 21-0 as we're coming out of the 2-minute timeout. And McNeese will have to punt, and Finn Lappin is on to do the punting. Lappin has 8 punts over 50 yards out of 22 kicks this season, and 3 of those have gone 60 yards or more.
Chance to really see his leg right here.
Yep, as he'll look to try to flip the field. O'Marion Blakes, bad punt. We talked him up, and that is his worst punt of the year.
You know what that is, Jeff?
That's more of the broadcaster jinx. Yeah, boy. I might just go mute the rest of the night. I think McNeese fans are tired of hearing me tout everything. We'll take a break. 21-0 here as Alcorn State will have decent field position when we come back. Alcorn State looking to try to get some points on the board before half. Xavier Vaughn, who's had a struggle here tonight. Last time he threw it was an interception. This pass will be complete on the near side for a minimal gain. As as they ended up completing a pass to Damian Jones, a sophomore wide receiver from Texas. But on the night here tonight for Vaughn, was 4 of 16 for just 13 yards and an interception before that last completion.
I call that not pretty.
No. Gain of about 4 on that last completion. Vaughn looking to his left. Zips another. That one is knocked down. Nice job there by Marquise White.
White's been all over the place tonight. Seeing him getting into the backfield a little bit, going out into coverage, and get his hands on the football. And asking guys to step up with your two studs in the middle of the defense, outs. And some guys who've stepped up. This is a big play. 3rd down and about 6.
Braves have struggled on 3rd down, 2 for 8. Came into the game just 24% on the season on 3rd down conversions. Sewell to the left of Vaughn. Vaughn now looking to the right, and that pass is complete. And it's enough for a 1st down as they go back again to Damian Jones.
Nice little pitch and catch. Got the inside there on the defensive back, did Jones.
And these are his first 2 catches of the season. And they come up big for the Braves as the drive stays alive. Alcorn has 2 timeouts left here in this first half as they're back to the line of scrimmage from the 43. Vaughn might run it, and he does. Vaughn's going to get the 1st down. Breaks a couple tackles all the way up to the 22-yard line. Hard run there by Vaughn, who has over 40 yards rushing now.
That's a guy, as soon as you get a shot at him, you've got to get him to the ground because he's able to bounce off guys like pinballs. He does right there. Fades a couple of would-be tacklers. Gets the ball just outside of the red zone. 1st down and 10. Best drive of the night here for Alcorn.
They're keeping their 2 timeouts in their back pocket for the time being. Vaughn, time to throw. That ball batted again. That's the 2nd one we've seen knocked down on a 6'6" quarterback.
Would have thought that would have been the case,
yeah,
huh?
That's right. Let's see who got their hands on this one for the Cowboys. I think that was White again, huh? No. Yeah.
It was White again. Telling you, he's all over the place tonight. Played well.
2nd down and 10. Going to Jones again, and that time he misfired. So 3rd down and 10. And another 3rd down situation here for Alcorn.
Yeah, you're obviously in 4-down territory again right here. Oh, I think Marquez White got another piece of that one. 3 in a row.
3 passes to Fence. I was wondering how that passed. I mean, it's a pretty simple pass out there to Jones, how he missed it badly.
It's a big play. I think you've got 2 downs to do it here. You don't have to get it all right here. Just get a little bit of a chunk.
Cowboys rush 3. Vaughn's got to get out of the pocket. Flag down, and he threw it away. This could be a holding penalty. So the question for Gary Goff, try to back him up even more, or I don't think Alcorn would go for the, well, I don't think they would go for it on 4th down here, even though you really need touchdowns.
Holding, number 77, offense. 10-yard penalty, 3rd down.
So he will back him up. Renee Miller, the guilty man there. Renee Miller is a freshman that they're really high on.
Yeah, you see him driving Marquez White to the ground. A little surprised they tried for the chunk there instead of just getting a little dink and dunk. Especially considering where you're at in the field and looking at the scoreboard.
3rd down and 20. This is probably out of the range of Noah Kiani, the kicker. Now Alcorn State's going to use one of those 2 timeouts.
Timeout. Offense.
So we'll take a break. We'll see what the Braves can draw up when we come back. So you're watching McNeese and Alcorn State from Lake Charles on ESPN.
Ever since I was young, I've known what I wanted to do. Sure, I had some guidance along the way. Thanks, Mom and Dad. But eventually, I had all I wanted. Family. Career, it went by fast. Now I'm here. Retirement. And thanks to sound financial planning, it will be all I hoped for. And our children will have a secure legacy. For me, retirement is the next great chapter in my life.
Ferdinandson Financial Group. Let us help you make a plan.
Rouse's Markets is voted best grocery store in New Orleans, best grocery store in Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Thibodeau, Houma, Hammond, Lake Charles, Mobile, year after year. Thank you for choosing us best grocery store on the Gulf Coast. Number one. Thank you.
Thank you.
The number one grocery store
In Mississippi, Alabama,
Louisiana. 1 million customers a week can't be wrong. Welcome to Rouse's.
What makes your hometown unique? It's all those special places you know and love. The great meals shared at that restaurant right down the road. The mom and pop shop that's been on that corner since, well, as long as you can remember. Local businesses make Southwest Louisiana stronger. They bring character and charm, provide jobs, and support local causes. They are the heart and soul of our neighborhood. So the next time you're shopping around, love your local businesses and help keep our communities unique.
Deciding where to go to college is about more than just choosing a school.
It's about finding your home for the next 4 years.
Finding your place,
your people,
your path,
and having a lot of fun along the way.
1, 2, 3 to the 4. It's gonna be bigger than before. 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on, everybody, let's celebrate.
What better place to call home as you find your future at McNeese State University?
Live it, love it, at McNeese.
Alcorn State facing 3rd down and 20. Jeff Palermo and Chaston Tavares. Xavier Vaughn from the pocket. Lofts one. Got a man there. There's defense, and he caught it over the defender. And what a grab and a touchdown there. Just what the Braves needed. Tyron Warren.
Been talking about him all game long. Needed to get the football to him. Coach, the one word he gave us, explosive. And my goodness, what a catch going over the defender. And now we're going to get a penalty after the play. That one, not what you want if you're Alcorn State. But look at this. A great throw. Just sitting back in the pocket. Lets your receiver go up over Bugsy and makes the catch. What a great grab. What a great pitch and catch from Warren.
Warren, 6'4", makes the play. And that gives the Braves at least a feeling that, you know what, maybe we can get back into this football game. Again, McNeese was in the position of potentially going up 28-0.
After the score, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 7 and number 2 of the offense. 15 yards will be enforced on the kickoff. We'll play the try.
So it will be marked off on the kickoff. They called 2 players for unsportsmanlike, right?
That's what I thought I heard, and if that's the case...
Is it going to be 30 yards?
We're going to see it in back-to-back weeks. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Kickoff from the 10 again?
Yeah, Gary Goff said he'd never been involved in a game as that extra point is good from Noah Kiani, where you get a Hail Mary at the end of a half, you're kicking from your 10-yard line, and then we talked about the ball that was booted out of the end zone, and quite a little bit deflating here for the Cowboys and the fans here that have packed Cowboy Stadium to see McNeese again had a chance to be up by 4 scores, and now it's most likely a 2-score game going into halftime.
And we're going to get the football kicked off from the 10.
No,
they're going to get the 20.
Yeah.
This is something you don't see very often.
But let's see. McNeese, they got 2 timeouts to work with here. I have a feeling Gary Goff's going to be aggressive.
Yeah, I mean, you got the opportunity to push the effort here. 21-7, you're up by 2 scores, 40 seconds. I mean, it's really no harm, no foul right here if you want to be a little bit aggressive. I think it's going to determine the first couple of plays. You know, if they're able to get positive yards, especially you would think you're going to get some short field here. If you're able to get any sort of good field position and a couple of dink and danks here that get you 10, 15, 20 yards, and you've got it with about 25 seconds and still a couple of timeouts, you're going to think about being a little more aggressive.
Coming up at halftime, we'll hear from Riley Eisner, who will give us recap of the first half. Member of the McNeese softball team. Kiani will be kicking from his own 20.
I mean, look, you've got the McNeese return men standing down around the 20, 25-yard line on the other side of the field.
Going in the direction of Jamal Levi. He's got good speed, takes it from inside his 15. And Levi bounces it out to the outside. Good open field tackle, though, there for the Braves to make sure Levi didn't bust a big one. And then a little talking smack after that as well from Edwin Summerhour.
And you're exactly right. Now's the chance you get to be aggressive here. You got 2 timeouts, 34 seconds to work with. Jamal Levi, my goodness, we've said it. He can be one of the most dynamic playmakers on the football field at any certain period of time for McNeese. And now you've got 54 yards to drive the length of the field, 34 seconds, and a pair of timeouts. Like to see what they do on the first 2 plays here. That'll determine a lot. Said they feel a little deflated going into the half. This is a chance to get some of that mo right back.
William Bressie, the center here right now for McNeese. The snap to McDowell and has a man wide open. Throw was a little bit low. There's Jermichael Carter making another grab. That's going to be a first down. Clock stops again under 2 minutes in college football. McDowell to throw once again. Got plenty of time here. Will dump it off. And running out of bounds is Durham.
Yeah, look, this is best case scenario. 15 seconds to go, plus you've still got your 2 timeouts. You're inside of the 30-yard line. Now you can get a little more selective on what you do here. You do have only 15 seconds.
Yeah, you might. It's going to be hard to squeeze 3 plays out of this.
Yes. And just as soon as you catch the football, don't worry about getting out of bounds. Just get down.
Yeah.
Get that timeout called. And now looks like Alcorn wants to take one here.
Yeah, they'll take it. That's their final timeout.
Defense. That's their third and final timeout.
It's a big play because, again, McNeese is going to get the football to start the second half. So if you're McNeese and you're able to even get a field goal out of this, we see Tyler Larco starting to warm up, able to get a field goal out of this, get a little double dip a little bit if possible. You're going to be feeling really good. But it's still 15 seconds, 2 timeouts. I imagine if you're able to get something middle of the field, find something open, you got to, it's first look. If it's not open, I think you got to get out of there. But as soon as you catch the football, get down. They still got 2 timeouts in 15 seconds.
Yep. This is a proud program, Alcorn State. They've won 17 SWAC titles, most recently in 2019. Back in 2014, they were the HBCU national champs. Beat McNeese last year 17-3. Got down 21-0, trying to at least go down by just 2 touchdowns here at halftime. McDowell will run it right up the middle. McDowell got tripped up. Good job by the defender. So they use a timeout. So this will actually end up giving McNeese now 3 opportunities at it.
Timeout.
That wasn't really the play that they were looking for. I think it was Malachi Bailey who brought McDowell down.
On the game clock.
I think that's who got an arm out there and tripped him up.
I think you're right there. And again, that was, you said that you didn't think that's kind of what they were shooting for.
Yeah.
We said it. You look at your first look. If it's not there, you've either got to get rid of it or you're going to tuck it and go. It's what he did. Got down quick, able to use the timeout. Only 3 seconds come off the clock. So now you've still got 12 seconds and 1 timeout. You've got a couple of opportunities here because, again, remember, clock is going to stop at the first down sticks if you get the first down.
Tyler Larco on the season, the field goal kicker for the Pokes. He's 2 for 5. His long is 36. You're looking at a kick right now from 44 if they don't pick up any yardage here. McDowell throwing towards the end zone right at the 1-yard line. Did he get a foot in bounds? The officials will talk about it. I think he caught it, and he did. And with 7 seconds left, they got a chance here. Jonathan Harris.
Yeah, that was a perfect pitch and catch. McDowell was kind of flustered, had to let it go. And, I mean, you cannot place a football better than the way that McDowell did right there. We're going to see it right here. Pocket broke down on him, lets it go in between two defenders. Had to slow up just a little bit, but Harris made the grab, and now they're going to go.
And on the touchdown, it's Durham. They got the playoff. I assume they took a quick look at that to make sure that he got a foot in bounds. But it's a touchdown for the Cowboys, and they operated that perfectly here at the end of the half, and they will have their 3-touchdown lead going into the locker room.
You'll take that every day and twice on Sunday if you're Coach Goff.
That was nicely done, McDowell. That's the benefit of having a veteran quarterback like Clifton McDowell, who's been on the money here tonight. As Durham gets into the end zone for the 3rd time this season.
If we can get another look at that pitch and catch, I mean, my goodness, it was absolutely spectacular. You're not going to see, and look, great work here by our camera crew. You're not going to see, as this is the touchdown, they're going to give it to Durham, and look, he just squirts right through the hole, gets into the end zone. They went quick. Look, they didn't want to give the officials any time to even think about reviewing that play.
I do think the receiver.
He absolutely caught it, and I think we're going to get a replay of it here in just a little bit. It was a great throw from McDowell. The pocket again broke down. Had to get it between two defenders.
Right foot. Look at that right foot.
Harris adjusts, and the foot is inbounds. I mean,
so close.
You could have put an index card between his foot and the sideline. No index card needed here as McNeese got going quick, scored the touchdown. And with 3 seconds, they'll just have to kick the football away here. Boy, that's big.
Clifton McDowell, who threw for a career-high 313 yards last week, 190 yards passing. Second straight week, Chasten, at McNeese finishes the first half with a touchdown.
Last week in the unconventional way.
Last week was a lot more dramatic.
Went viral all over the internet.
One of the top plays of the day in college football. And no return here.
Do we get to see another one? I think we may see a knee here.
Well, the 28 points here for McNeese, that ties the most they have scored this season in a game. Remember, they scored 28 against Stephen F. Austin last week, as this is the best McNeese's look all year.
Yeah, look, it has been running pretty darn good. And again, I keep saying this, but this is a big factor. Even without now Tristan Driggers and Micah Davey both in the middle part of that linebacking crew, you're playing with, a couple of backups who have gotten experience, and as kind of said they're going to put a knee on this, but McNeese offensively, they look really good.
McDowell, 190 yards passing. Barbie, 76 yards rushing. Again, a bunch of receivers getting involved. Jesse Campbell, 3 catches for 52 yards. Jonathan Harris, 4 catches for 30 yards. Alcorn had 199 yards of total offense, but a rough first half for the Braves quarterback, Xavier Vaughn, 6 of 21 for 63 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. 30 minutes in the books here in Lake Charles, and it's a 21-point lead for McNeese as they go into the locker room leading, something that they have not been able to say all year, trailing at halftime every time this season. Stay tuned. Riley Eisner, later on in this half, will give us a report, give us her thoughts on what we saw in this first half. A good one for McNeese as they lead Alcorn State 28-7. More coming up from Lake Charles.
Sunny days call for Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Refreshing and goes down smooth. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
While others give you less, Domino's wants to give you more. For a limited time, when you order any 2 or more medium 2-topping pizzas for $6.99 each online, we'll upgrade one to a large for free. Get more inflation, not shrinkflation, only at Domino's.
Why has America accepted the wait for payday when life doesn't wait for you to get paid? Introducing MyPay from Chime. A revolutionary new way of getting your pay when you want. Get up to $500 of your pay before payday. No interest, no credit check, no mandatory fees. When any day is payday, it's a good day. Get paid when you say with MyPay. Get started at Chime.com.
This fall, it's all about denim. So chic, so sleek. It's genius. Obsessed. Swing by Old Navy.
When my life gets crazy, my good food choices are the first to go.
Factor is perfect for when I don't have time to cook.
I gotta get this in the fridge because it's fresh and made by chefs.
Put this in a microwave for 2 minutes.
They've got steak, they've got salmon.
They have keto, protein plus, and calorie smart.
I can't believe this is this delicious and it's helping me lose weight.
This is a meal I picked up on the app and they come delivered right to your door. I can't believe we didn't do this sooner.
When my hair started to thin, I thought, am I going to have any hair left?
After I gave birth, my hair wasn't even thinning, it was gone.
When I spoke to my dermatologist, he immediately pointed me in the direction of Nutrafol.
It's 100% drug-free and clinically tested.
Within 3 months, my hair was fuller.
It's longer, it's so much thicker.
I had more scalp coverage.
It was so nice to be noticed for my hair after hiding it for so many years.
Start your hair growth journey at Nutrafol.com.
At Simply Safe, we never stop innovating for a system that never stops protecting. We're rated the #1 home security system by experts and trusted by millions. Indoor and outdoor cameras stop intruders in their tracks, and advanced sensors protect against fires, floods, and more. All powered by Fast Protect technology, only from Simply Safe for faster police response. Now install our advanced system your way. Have a pro set it up or easily do it yourself. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
When I found out I was going to be a parent, I immediately felt a lot of anxiety and worry. So I went on to BetterHelp to try to look for a therapist to help me with that.
My relationship with my family and with my boyfriend and with myself were suffering. I really needed help.
I was ruminating a lot. Really getting those thoughts out to a therapist and getting feedback was just life-changing.
Wow, that's good.
Almond Breeze? You like the almond breeze I got you. That's so interesting.
What's happening, Dad?
With delicious taste and 50% more calcium. Blue Diamond Almond Breeze. Don't just milk it, almond milk it.
field. A couple of guys with a couple of tackles for loss. I will tell you, I think the biggest key offensively for McNeese has been up front. Malachi Bailey, who, he absolutely can play at the next level, in pro football. They have done a very good job. Just one tackle and one quarterback hurry. That's doing a pretty good job on a guy on a defensive end who is going to make a lot of money in the near future.
And it seems like McNeese every weekend has been facing a really good defensive end, especially in their home games here, and they have done a really good job against Bailey. The other storyline was just the poor special teams for Alcorn State. You had the near block punt when Elijah Gorman couldn't handle the snap on the first punt. That gave McNeese the great field position at the 50-yard line, and they throw the touchdown pass. He had the block punt in the end zone. It was just he had the fair catch at the 1-yard line that set up another McNeese score. Well, yeah, that set up the block punt in the end zone. So just not very good special teams here from Alcorn State. I mean, that's 14 points right there that you basically gave McNeese.
At this point, if you've only watched 2 games of the SWAC, you got to ask yourself, is that how things roll in the SWAC? Just poor special teams. And that's really what it comes down to, is just a couple of miscues here and there from Alcorn State and just not being able to capitalize. You've had decent field position a couple of times. And, again, when you have 63 total yards of passing, 6 of 21 and a pick, that's not getting it done through the year.
And that was a great drive at the half for McNeese after Alcorn State finally got on the board on a really nice touchdown pass from Xavier Vaughn with Tyran Warren on the 32-yard strike with 40 seconds left. Then McNeese, all they needed was 31 yards to get in the end zone. And again, a 15-yard penalty on the excessive celebration touchdown for Alcorn. That gave McNeese a free 15 yards, and that was, they scored with 3 seconds left to go on the clock. I mean, that was big. That was a big part of McNeese being able to get in the end zone there before halftime.
Yeah, you had mentioned right before the kickoff that you kind of thought Gary Goff would be a little aggressive, and you were right. Look, I said it was going to depend on really the first couple of plays and the kickoff. And Jamal Levi doing Jamal Levi things, made it a heck of a return, got the ball up near midfield, and Clifton McDowell, the McNeese offense, did the rest.
Noah Kiani will kick it off to begin the second half. Cowboys getting the ball back, up by 3 touchdowns here. After our halftime festivities are finished here in Lake Charles, what has turned out to be a nice night after a very hot day today in southwest Louisiana. Levi will get the return from inside his own 5. Shakes off one tackler and then takes a big hit there. And that hit was delivered by Darius Cyprian, a freshman wide receiver playing special teams, as Levi on the return here.
Yeah, brought it all the way back to about the 2-yard line. Tried to strip it loose down around the 15-yard line, able to cut it upfield. Getting a decent gain. And that'll set McNeese up first down and 10. And this is another big drive for McNeese because you want to kind of build or continue from here on out. You're already up by 3 scores. You want to continue just to build on what you've already set out to do in the first half. They set out to get off to a fast start, and they certainly did that. You want to keep that going and get out of here with a win and hopefully push that moving forward.
McDowell, 12 of 19 for 190 yards and an interception and a touchdown in that first half. He also rushed it for 36 yards, and he'll rush it here to begin the second half. Spins away from one defender, jukes another defender. He's got the first down as he able to get out of bounds. A nice run to begin the first half here by Clifton McDowell.
My goodness, what a run there from Clifton McDowell, kind of showing you everything he's got in the run game. We'll see it right here. Quick spin move off the defensive end, then a nice juke move, gets to the edge, has the first down, and a great run, gets out of bounds without taking a big hit. Good run there from McDowell.
McDowell has looked like the Big Sky newcomer of the year last year. This has been his best game in a Cowboy uniform for sure. Getting stuff. That's how you stuff a run, that's for sure. Nothing happening there for D'Angelo Durham as the gap was filled quickly there by the Alcorn State defender, and then some trash talking after that play. I didn't see who that was that came in there and prevented Durham from even getting to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of a yard or so.
Cowboys haven't gotten behind the chains a ton. I think that's been another big difference than what we've seen over the last couple of weeks. They kind of shoot themselves in the foot. They haven't done a lot of that tonight.
So 2nd down and 11. McDowell will keep it this time. McDowell staying on his feet, gets close to that 1st down marker as he got to the 49-yard line.
Helmet comes off again, so he's going to have to come out for a play. See, he's a little upset again. Got to contain that.
Camden Six-Killer had his helmet on the bench, so he had to go run and go get it. Strap it on here really quick.
If you're a bet man, I'd say this is probably going to be a handoff to D'Angelo Durham.
Yep.
Pick up the 1st down, or 3rd down at about a half a yard.
And 3rd down and 1. Double tight end look here, and again, Alcorn State stuffs it. Tremendous job there. That is Samuel Edison. 6'1", 225 pounds. He's done a very nice job this season, starting to kind of understand the defense, according to Cedric Thomas, the head coach, and he makes a big hit there on 3rd and short, forcing McNeese to punt the football.
That's a big stop for Alcorn. Look, they haven't had many of those tonight, and they're going to need to pile up a couple of those here. Able to get one, force McNeese to punt the football away, give it back to Alcorn State to start. And that's key, especially after the touchdown to end the first half.
Now, Finn Lappin's last punt was not a good one. So let's see if he gets off one of those booming punts where that's a little bit more like it. Fair catch signaled at the 6-yard line. And we'll take our first break of the second half. Braves get the ball deep in their own territory and down by 3 touchdowns. More coming up from Lake Charles.
Welcome to Casati Pines at Coshada, nestled in the natural wetlands of southwest Louisiana on 65 acres of looking glass lakes, surrounded by stately pines and live oaks. It's an experience unlike any other. A challenging 18-hole par 72 championship course, 6 sets of tees, and a unique 19th tiebreaker hole. Ranked the 18th best golf course in the USA by Golf Advisor. Casati Pines at Coshada in Kinder, Louisiana. Louisiana's best bet.
Dude, you're looking ice cold.
You look ice cold, bro.
You guys, somebody's coming. Somebody's coming.
Sick. Okay, let's do it.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. There comes a day. Gonna be a day when I'll be the one you dream. It's gonna. It's gonna be me.
Oh, it's him, I guess.
Dude, are you crying?
What? No, there's something in my eye.
Critical care starts at Memorial, backed by the region's largest team of specialists. In the most modern intensive care setting in Southwest Louisiana, our doctors are exposed to any and every illness and the most complex health issues. Excellence in care for the most critical means better care for all. That's the Memorial difference. Heart, lung, orthopedic, and cancer treated all in one place. Memorial, one system, all your healthcare needs.
Xavier Fawn, 6 of 21 for 63 yards, a touchdown and an interception. This drive starts inside their own 6. Good push by that Alcorn State offensive line, allowing the running back, Jacorian Sewell, who had 65 yards rushing, his best effort of the season by far, as he averaged 6.5 yards a carry, and another Cowboy defender is down. And this is Peyton Lemaire. You come into this game with no Micah Davey. You lose Tristan Driggers to what looked to be a pretty serious leg injury. And now Peyton Lemaire, who's starting for Micah Davey, he's down on the ground here. And they got the helmet off immediately. And that's Gary Goff. Came out there right away to take a look at the young man.
Yeah, it's a group that going into the season McNeese felt really confident in. Felt like it was a deep group. But, if Lemaire has to miss any sort of playing time here in the football game or even further, now you're 3 deep into that linebacking core. You're not only talking about, with Micah Davey and Driggers, who never really came off the field. These guys, the backups, kind of just vying for any sort of playing time. Now they're just being thrust in there, and they're going to get him up, sitting upright.
And Gary Goff is very high on Peyton Lemaire, a local kid from Sulphur. Hopefully it was just him getting the wind knocked out of him, as he's able to walk off on his own power. So that's a good sign there. We'll see if they maybe check the head, obviously, for something like that. Usually they'll take the helmet away, but this might be a situation where he just got the wind knocked out of him.
Get a little quick breather.
Yep. 6-yard run there by Sewell. Sewell the carry again. Cuts it to the inside. There's a host of blue jerseys there to bring him down. Ernest Grayson leading the charge there for the Cowboys, number 42. Also out there, Jordan Toston, who probably came in for Peyton Lemaire. And it's going to set up 3rd down and 1.
See him go back to Sewell here.
Yeah, especially considering where McNeese is as far as the linebacker situation at the moment. You got Jalen Jackson out there. He's a converted defensive back. Playing linebacker. He's on the blitz. Keeping it is Vaughn, trying to get to the outside. White tripped him up. It's close. I think he's short.
It's going to be right at the mark. It's going to be by a nose of a football. We'll see. And now we're going to get a penalty after the play. And that's going to likely go against McNeese, according to indications via Alcorn State. So looks like it might be a first down regardless.
Marcus White making a nice tackle there, but
it was going to be close. It was right at. They needed to get to the 21, and he got to about the 20.5-yard line.
Conduct, number 5. Defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Now Javon Davis with the unsportsmanlike penalty. And that does give Alcorn State the first down. It also gives them breathing room with the football placed at the 31-yard line.
I don't think Coach Gary Goff liked that quick flag. He was upset here on the sideline talking to the official.
Each team now been penalized 5 times. Feel like this is a must-score drive for Alcorn State. Sewell, another carry. Great job by the Cowboys defense to shut that one down again. Grayson involved in the tackle. You see big number 95, Simeon Mitchell, who had a nice first half. Some more jawing after this one. Involving Silvera.
Good to see Peyton Lemaire check back in, so that is good to see here from McNeese defense. Only missed 2 or 3 plays.
Caleb Anderson also involved in that for Alcorn State. Tyran Warren, the wide receiver, lined up to the near side. He has the lone touchdown on the night for the Braves. On this 2nd down and 10. Vaughn was looking in his direction, now has to roll to the opposite field. He's got some room to run here. He's got the first down all the way into McNeese territory. Thomas Miles chased him out of bounds, but there is a flag down, and it looks like this one could be coming back.
Yeah, it's back here in the right at the line of scrimmage.
Number 71, offense, 10-yard
looks like
penalty.
He is going to come back.
2nd down.
And you can see it right there. Yeah, that's clear as day when coaches show a holding on big number 71 right there. I think that's the picture. That's the video they're going to pull up when they're trying to show what a clear look holding is.
2nd down and long. Three wide receivers here to the near side. Warren all the way to the bottom of the screen. Sewell to the left of Vaughn. Vaughn, a deep drop. Good throw. Completion. Trying to get some. And the ball comes loose. Cowboys trying to jump on it. And I think they got it. Yes, they do. And that was Peyton Lemaire recovering the loose football, and the Cowboys will have it in an Alcorn State territory.
That's kind of how the night it's been for Alcorn State. Get behind the chains. They get it with the quick under, and then the contact comes and the football comes out. Then it bounces around for about 15, 20 yards.
I think that was Yusef Leak who knocked it loose. Reggie Ellis was also involved in that. Leak has had a really nice game. Leak, who comes from St. Thomas, a school up in Minnesota, an only child from Orlando, Florida, wants to go on and be a lawyer. Helped strip that one free. And they're giving it to Leak as far as the forced fumble. So that's the second turnover tonight for Alcorn. McDowell. And what a grab by the receiver, Jonathan Harris.
There's a lot of hand checking there in the middle of that, but Jonathan Harris able to come away with the catch. Kind of had to lunge forward. I think Alcorn State, they wanted the offensive PI. We'll see it right here. It's a great throw from McDowell. Notices his guy. And now we're going to get an injury timeout, and we'll see the adjustment there from Jonathan Harris to make the grab. We do get the injury timeouts. Looks like
Andrew Smith unable to get up. Looks like maybe kind of a cramping issue as he needs a trainer to come try to stretch that out. But excellent catch by Jonathan Harrison. It's been a long time coming for those that have been waiting for this Gary Goff offense to take over as you take a look at the hand fighting and the holding. But this passing game, this is about as good as it's been since Gary Goff has been here. And what a catch there by Jonathan Harris, who's had a really nice game here tonight. 5 catches for 60 yards.
Yeah, look, when you associate Gary Goff, he associates himself with the air raid. And, well, they hadn't really saw that the last 2 years. It's been really the direct opposite of that. And really the last 2 games has been more of the air raid. They were kind of going more of a traditional running football team. And I think over the last 2 games, we've seen more of an air raid than we have in the last 2 years.
Well, and it goes back to what Gary Goff said going into this game. He was going to open up the offense. He said it's time to take the kid gloves off. You know, Clifton McDowell, this is a guy he's been playing football since 2019. Started with the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, was there for a couple of seasons. Then went to Kilgore Community College, played at Central Arkansas in 2022. Really didn't see any serious playing time at all those different spots, and then ends up starting midway through the season for Montana last year, leads them to the FCS National Championship game. He was actually planned on going to Temple, wanted to try the FBS level, and when an opportunity opened up here at McNeese, he jumped at it, and this is the kind of quarterback as Trevante Citizen in the ball game for the first time here tonight for the Cowboys, but this is the kind of quarterback that Coach Goff's been looking for. And then, dropping that pass. Senegal had it. He started turning his head upfield, and he just flat out dropped it.
Alcorn State sent the all-out blitz there. They sent the house, and the pocket really broke down, and McDowell knew he was going to get hit. You'll see it. Look, they sent 1, 2, 3, 6 guys right here. Pocket broke down, had to kind of jump up to throw it. It was right there. And kind of looked before he went to run. Looked before he completed the catch. It falls incomplete, second down.
Quick pass, complete. Logan Malden getting an opportunity to transfer from Coastal Carolina, the junior from Charlotte, North Carolina, just a couple of yards on the game.
It's a guy here in preseason fall camp. They were really high on Logan Malden. Just hasn't really worked out here in the early going. They like him on the edge, run blocking, pass blocking. Let's see if they can get him out in space.
On 3rd down and 7. Got 4 seconds on the play clock here. Harris in motion. McDowell, pocket breaks down. He's running. Flags down. McDowell will get into the end zone, but we got to see what all the flags are about.
Yeah, we got a couple of them. If it stands, that's one heck of a run by McDowell.
That would be his 5th rushing touchdown of the year.
Pocket broke down once more. Alcorn State sent the house again. See what the penalty is.
Holding, number 1, defense. That penalty is declined. Result of the play, touchdown.
So it is a touchdown run for McDowell, his 5th rushing touchdown of the season.
McLaurin on the hold right there, and you see it. And McDowell just gets out of there and takes it to the house. A couple of men to beats. And McDowell putting on a show tonight.
Certainly is. Coming into the game, North Dakota State quarterback Cam Miller topped the FCS with 5 rushing touchdowns from the quarterback position. McDowell gets his 5th right there. The extra point is good. And another huge night for McDowell as he's got 300 all-purpose yards, a rushing touchdown, and a throwing touchdown, and the Cowboys are in complete control, 35-7. More coming up from Lake Charles. Gary Goff thought it was a good time for Clifton McDowell to get into his groove, and he is in his groove. Just led the Cowboys on a 4-play, 48-yard drive, finishing it off with that 14-yard touchdown run, and the Cowboys are on the board here in the second half, now up by 28. Largest lead of the night, another one that's heading into the end zone. 399 yards of total offense for the Cowboys. Remember, when these two teams played a year ago, McNeese was held at 234 yards and failed to score a touchdown. How things have changed, Chasten.
How things have changed, Deb. Look, this is a complete change from just 1 week ago.
Right.
I mean, look, this has been as good as McNeese has looked all year long. And this is the kind of game they needed going up to Weber State. They're about to be 5 weeks. You know, it's about to be a month.
Right.
Darn near a month and a half before they're back home. It's a big game for McNeese, and they came out from the jump. We said they had to get off to a quick start, and they did just that. And it has been all guns blazing here for the blue and gold. Or rather, tonight it's the blue and white.
Brandon Rogers in the game now as the running back. Swing pass to T. Adams, and Adams brought down.
I tell you what, Yusuf Leak is going to be hitting himself for that one, because he had that bad boy snuffed out from the get-go, and he just let it get by him. We'll see it right here. He reads it all the way, and he gets into the backfield and just misses the tackle, but coming in on cleanup duty to make that tackle after just a gain of 1.
Jalen Jackson on the tackle, and there's a tackle for a loss for the Cowboys. And there's Marcus White. Continues to have a good game here for the Pokes.
He's been all over the field. Look, he just comes off the edge, makes quick work of that left tackle, and then it was right to business for Marcus White.
2 pass breakups on the night officially. It should be 3, but it's 2 as it stands right now.
I think he had 3 in a row.
Yeah, he had 3 in a row. That is the 4th tackle for a loss tonight by this McNeese defense. 3rd down and 14. Vaughn delivers the pass. It's complete, well shy of the first down. And a good job once again, Javon Davis there defensively along with Levi Wyatt. Not much of an opportunity there for Caleb Anderson to turn upfield and make a play.
Now Alcorn going to have to punt the football away, and this is not the start to the half they wanted.
Franklin Rogers back out there punting. Remember, a lot of issues when it comes to handling the snap for Elijah Gorman, the starting punter. So they went to the backup punter, and actually it was a nice punt that Rogers, it was a 33-yard punt his last time, but it was without the frills, that's for sure, that we saw with Elijah Gorman. Matthew McAllister waiting to return it. Fair catch called, flags down, and then did he bobble that? I believe he did, because there's a scramble for it. But I think this is going to be a penalty on McNeese for trying to leverage themselves over the Alcorn blockers to block that punt.
Yeah, they kind of tried to jump over top of them.
You can't do that.
That's a big no-no. 2 officials staring it right down.
Yeah, and there was 2 McNeese players that tried to do it.
Personal foul, leaping, number 27, defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Well, one of those correctable moments there. That's going to give Alcorn State a fresh set of downs.
I think they have a better term for that, huh? Oh, leaping.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That is kind of...
I was expecting to get a technical term.
That's like a hockey call, you know, slashing, leaping, hooking. So that penalty committed by A.J. Thomas, as you watch it here on the replay, yeah, you can't leap over that protective blocker.
The other part is that's just to protect yourself, because that is dangerous. You saw the way he came down.
Yeah.
Could lead to an injury.
Now the blocker went down low, and that made it look probably a little worse than it was. Brandon Rogers, the carry, he gets upended as Bugsy Silvera making the tackle.
Look, Alcorn has kind of shot themselves in the foot all night. They've got to take advantage when McNeese gives them these opportunities. Got to take advantage of it here. Pick up about 6 on first down. Again, only trying to get that run game going, but you're going to try and make any type of comeback, if any. You're going to have to do it through the air.
Vaughn will throw. Incomplete. Good coverage there by Davis and the intended receiver. 3rd down, which has been a miserable down tonight for the Braves. They're 4 of 12.
It's not going to win you many football games.
Nope.
Got to convert here to keep this drive alive. Keep any even sliver of hope with under 5 minutes to go here in the 3rd.
Again, Warren, the wide receiver at the bottom. Quick pass out to the flat. Rogers with a head of steam's got the first down. Nicely designed play. Silvera combining on the tackle.
I like that. Look, there wasn't nothing cute to that. Just swing it out to your back and let him go do work in open space. That's what you want. You want to get your back into the open field and let him see what he can do. They made a guy miss, sent him into the opposing team, and he was able to pick up the first down. Big 3rd down conversion.
Silvera and White in on that tackle. Now back out there as the running back is Sewell. Vaughn to his left this time and throws it away.
Pressure was coming down, and now we're going to get a late flag.
And Vaughn is slow to get up here. He is down on the ground, and he picks himself back up.
See what the officials have here. Flag came way late after the football had already been thrown.
There's no foul for intentional grounding. Number 7 was in the area. Personal foul, roughing the passer. Number 23, defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Well, another 15-yard penalty assisting the Braves as they march down the field here. We'll watch it again. Yeah, but you just don't need that extra push there at the end.
See, that's the tricky part is what more can you do? I mean, the thing is, at that point, there's no chance to even get out of the way of hitting him. You're already forcing the contact on. It's a tricky spot to be in to play defense in college football right now.
Peyton Lemaire commits the penalty. Vaughn, ooh, nice job defensively. And that was a good job by Levi Wyatt, who came into the game with 3 pass breakups on the year.
So all the drives have been for Alcorn, all the ones that have given them, gotten them deep into McNeese territory. It's all been coming by penalties. Got 70-plus yards in penalties right now.
Yeah, that's going to be certainly a correctable point here for Gary Goff. They came in, again, 31 penalties through 4 games. Looking to try to clean that up a little bit. Vaughn running out of there, and now Vaughn's got a lot of room to run. Vaughn's going to find the end zone. Touchdown, Braves. And that's what makes Xavier Vaughn so dangerous. 4 touchdown runs a week ago.
Look, he felt the pressure, and then he just got out of there. And with an athletic quarterback at 6'6", 200, you just let him go do his thing and able to reverse field, get it far side, and it's the Braves back on the scoreboard.
So now him and McDowell have 5 rushing touchdowns on the year. 25-yard run by Vaughn. He's got a throwing touchdown here tonight. The extra point is good. And Alcorn State gets on the board for the second time here tonight. 4:02 to go in the third quarter. McNeese up by 21 from Lake Charles.
Nearly 10 years ago, Lake Charles Toyota began challenging you to raise your expectations. Now, 10 years later, our commitment to that mantra has never been stronger. In addition to providing award-winning sales and service, we're continuing to reinvest in our community, and we're adding offerings like our convenient mobile service program and our Express Wash drive-through car wash to provide every customer with an outstanding experience every time. Our goal is to be able to meet every automotive need you encounter so that you never have to take your car anywhere else. Lake Charles Toyota, raise your expectations.
In every season of life, your home is the heart of your family's story. At Flavin, we understand that more than anyone. From finding your perfect space, managing properties with care, crafting your dream home, to keeping it in perfect shape, Flavin is by your side. Because no matter the season you're in, Flavin is here to make your house a home. Flavin, where every season is a reason to come home.
Hey Poke Nation, it's game time, and Bud Light is here to support your Cowboys. From thrilling touchdowns to those unforgettable victories, Bud Light is proud to stand with McNeese State University and its amazing fans. So grab an easy drinking Bud Light and get ready to cheer on your McNeese State Cowboys. Here's to great football and great moments. Bud Light, the official beer of McNeese Athletics.
Welcome to Chicken Salad Chick.
I've been looking for love. I've forgotten what I miss, but I remember that high. The first thing I'd say, this is pure, this is perfect. Something nothing else can do, just you. So give me you.
There's no place like the Chick.
Xavier Vaughn, the touchdown run, capping off an 8-play, 75-yard drive for Alcorn State, which was benefited by a couple of 15-yard penalties. And Vaughn now joins McDowell with 5 rushing touchdowns on the season. Cowboys came into this game receiving votes in the coaches poll for the third straight week. First time that they've been receiving votes.
Got an onside kick.
And the onside kick is out of bounds.
No, it was actually called, but I don't know if it went 10 yards.
Oh, okay.
Looks like McNeese called it at the 11-yard mark. But we'll see what the flag is. Looks like this one will be going to McNeese. They tried to get him with a surprise little dipsy-do there. Surprise onside. A meeting of the minds here. And this is a lengthy discussion here for the minds. They're able to get this football back. I mean, they did recover. That's the other part of it. They recovered here. I thought he got it on the other side of the 50. See.
Outside, number 7, kicking team. That penalty is declined. Kick catch interference, number 7, kicking team. 15-yard penalty from the spot, automatic, first down.
Wow, and McNeese ends up getting good field position, so it didn't go 10 yards. That's a rough penalty there for 15 yards on something like that.
It is a rough penalty. See it again right
But
here.
it's obvious offsides there at the top of the screen.
Yeah, and I guess he called the fair catch there.
Oh, it's the same guy that was offsides, huh?
Yes, it was.
Which I believe was Tyron Warren.
Team out there. I guess it was good. I guess it was an all right decision. Just had the right decision, just didn't execute it. And now McNeese set up a prime field position ball just outside the 30.
Trevante Citizen, the running back, will get a carry. Up the left side.
Still able to stay up. Kind of bounced that out. Probably got lost in the pile a little bit, but then he was able to bounce it down to the far side. Look, if you're Coach Goff, now up 21, a chance over the next really quarter, especially if you're able to get a score here of any sort. Get some guys in that might not typically see playing time.
Citizen breaking through. And a strong run to the 15. He's the third different running back here tonight. Barbie, 76 yards rushing. McDowell's got 76 yards rushing. Durham, 23 yards rushing. Those three each have a rushing touchdown.
Just looks different when Cervantes Citizen takes the football because, boy, if he got an open, good luck. I mean, that's 6'2", 220 coming right at you.
Jeffrey McKelton finally brought him down to the turf. McNeese back inside the red zone. Had 3 successful trips inside the red zone in the first half. McDowell to the end zone. That should be a flag, and it is. The defender was holding the receiver, Jesse Campbell. And that's going to be a pass interference or a defensive holding penalty.
Either way, you draw it up.
Summer Hour, who's their top cornerback.
Either way, you draw it up here.
Pass interference, number 15, defense, spot foul, automatic, first down.
It's been the penalties that giveth and taketh tonight for Alcorn. It's benefited them on a couple of times on their offensive drive, but McNeese, getting a couple of kind of dumb penalties, and then times like right there, taketh away. Now you get the split backfield here for McNeese. Flank Malden now.
Citizen on the carry there, got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Good job by Alcorn's defense to pursue that time. Jaden Bost from Atlanta, Georgia, was in on the tackle. There you take a look at that knee for Citizen. Couple of big-time injuries, major injuries that he had, derailed his career at Miami. After leaving Lake Charles Collegiate Prep here as a 4-star prospect. McDowell underneath center, play action fake. First option not there. Second option is touchdown Cowboys. Crashing into the fence, Jermichael Carter.
That was a great pitch and catch. And look, it starts with Citizen back there on the pass block. He had a couple of defenders coming back to him. Javante able to pick up the pass rush, and then it was just an easy pitch and catch. Fit it into a tight window, and it's Jermichael Carter coming up with the touchdown, and the Cowboys right back in the scoring column.
Coach Gary Goff called Jermichael Carter Mr. Reliable after his 5-catch performance last week. Also called him a war daddy and a big-time player because he's put a lot of effort. The 6'4" sophomore from Kentwood to having a good season, and he is showing out. And the extra point is good. As Jermichael Carter, his third grab of the night. We'll watch it again.
Look, you see, it was just a play-action fake. Here's Citizen picking up the rush, and then right at us. I mean, what a beautiful pitch and catch and a great shot. Kudos to the crew on a great shot, crashing into the sidelines here.
Beat Napoleon Collier on the play, and now the numbers for McDowell. 14 of 20 for 224 yards and a couple of touchdowns here tonight. 414 yards, and it is 42-14. This is the most points that McNeese has scored since putting up 44 against Houston Baptist at that time in 2021. So that was at the end of the Frank Wilson regime here in Lake Charles.
And look, if you're McNeese, this is the first time to get back-to-back wins.
Yes.
I mean, since year one in Gary Goff, where they finished the year 3 wins in a row. And plus, on the other hand, you're getting over 500 for the first time under the Gary Goff regime.
Yeah, that too. And he also continued a nice return here. Continue to show in the second half. Keep playing at the level that you're at, or keep playing at a very high level. McNeese won its Southland opener last week. The first time they had won an opener in the league play since 2018. That 28-24 victory. Cowboys were down by 10.
You start 1-0 in conference to the top conference play before everybody else gets going. That's good stuff.
McNeese will move to 17-2 all-time in games against SWAC opponents. The only 2 losses were to Alcorn State in 2022 and 2023. Vaughn, deep ball, and he hits his receiver in stride. Nice play there. Outstanding job by the receiver. As we saw Damian Jones earlier, or I should say in the first half, make a couple of grabs, and he gets one there. That's his third catch. He's leading the team in receiving here tonight.
Look, we've seen Vaughn. He's absolutely got a cannon of an arm. We've seen him let it go a couple of times. That time, guy just gets loose into the defensive secondary.
The accuracy has not been there, and here comes the pressure, and he goes down. Nicely done right up the middle there for the Cowboys, as that was John Clay Lewis, who's got his second tackle for a loss this season, to transfer from Kansas.
Yeah, after the big play, defense responds well. Just blows right through that offensive line. Loss of darn near 7. And now it's second and a mile here for the Braves.
Second sack of the night for McNeese. 9 on the season. And look out. They're going to flags all over the place. Silvera. And now you're going to have to take a look at this to see if this is targeting. And then if it is, Silvera not only would be ejected in this game, but he'll miss the first half of the Weber State game next week.
Yeah, this is a tough play. The ball was well overthrown. Tried to get him on what looked like to be a wheel route.
Personal foul, targeting, defense, number 4. 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down. The previous play is under further review.
So they'll review and see if this is going to be a targeting penalty on Silvera.
Yeah, we'll get a look at it here. Again, just running a little bit of a wheel route out of the backfield. Silvera comes in, tries to catch it, turns upfield.
Yeah, he led with the helmet.
thing is I get a better look at it here in a little bit and see if we can get it a little closer. But from that angle, it kind of looks like he goes into the chest area. I know they really focus in that head or neck area.
But he's
still a defenseless player.
Yeah, and he's leading with the helmet. So we'll see how long this takes for the crew to officiate or review this one.
Well, you can see it kind of turns his head right here. That was a good look at it.
After the
turns
review,
his head.
there's no foul for targeting.
That's what I thought. You kind of see him turn his head a little bit.
I can never figure those out.
Saw him turn his head and kind of go with that shoulder into the chest area, so they wipe the targeting off the...
Wow. I can never figure him out.
I don't know if anybody can.
That's the last time I'm going to give my opinion on one of those calls.
For a month?
Yeah, I'm not going to make it an informed judgment until November. Disqualify myself for October.
Right there with you.
3rd down and long for Vaughn. Vaughn kicking away from the pressure, and that again is Marcus White.
He's been all over the place tonight. I mean, he had 3 pass deflections in one series, and then all of a sudden, look, he's coming off the edge right here. And, I mean, look, he's a double team.
Yep.
And comes up with the sack, and my goodness, the guy is all over the field tonight. No doubt, I think he's the defensive player of the night for the McNeese Cowboys.
Cameron Rogers and Renee Miller could not keep him off of Vaughn, and so 2 sacks on that drive for McNeese's defense. And that will bring out Franklin Rogers, the punter, once again. McAllister back to receive as the final seconds of the 3rd quarter tick off. They will have to punt it with 2 seconds on the play clock, and they barely got it off. That's a good punt here from Rogers.
Great punt.
And Alcorn State can't get it, though, before it goes into the end zone, and that's it for the 3rd quarter. McNeese will not need any 4th quarter magic tonight. They're up 42-14 over the Alcorn State Braves. We have 15 more minutes from the hole when we come back on ESPN. Beginning the fourth quarter from Lake Charles, Louisiana on the campus of McNeese State University as we have flags to begin the fourth quarter.
It's not a great way to start the quarter already at 10 o'clock at night.
Been a long ball game, a lot of penalties here tonight, and a lot of points for the McNeese Cowboys.
First down.
Penalty going against McNeese, and now we've got Camden Six-Killer into the ball game.
He'll finish out fourth quarter unless Gary Goff decides to even go a little further in the depth chart. But we've seen Six-Killer twice in this game after the helmet came off of Clifton McDowell, and he just handed it off, much like he just did right there to Citizen, who gets brought down at the line of scrimmage. Nice job defensively by Stamarian Edwards, who Coach Cedric Thomas believes could play at the next level, a relentless player on that Braves defense, who can run really well, physical. Second down and 15. Now it's with Durham in the game as the running back. Six-Killer throws, and it's incomplete.
One thing about Six-Killer, when he throws, it is a rocket.
Yeah, good arm.
Zips that football. Coming at you about 100-mile-an-hour fastball.
Third down and 15. Six-Killer on the season. I gave the stats earlier tonight. 18 of 38 for 160 yards, a touchdown, and a couple interceptions. Is not the rushing threat that McDowell is. McDowell ends up throwing 229 yards tonight, 76 yards rushing, so another performance where he's over 300 yards all-purpose. As the carry there by Durham, and he's taken down by the Alcorn State defender, which was Mamadou Diarra. And McNeese will have to punt.
Yeah, they haven't had to do that many times tonight. They'll do it here. Good to see our guy Finn Lappin.
In those two previous wins, Finn Lappin was a big part of those victories for the Cowboys because of his ability to flip the field. Here tonight, they really haven't needed to. They haven't needed him. Averaging just 36 yards a punt. This is a good one. This is a boomer. This is going to drive the return man way back. And, man, I tell you what, that's the second time we have seen the snapper for McNeese come down there and make a play, Giovanni Bourbon.
Yeah, we'll see it right here. Look, it's a great punt that drives it back to the 25. And then you see the long snapper. My goodness, getting it done. 3 phases of the game, baby. When you get in, make your time shine. And he did just that.
Taking Blakes down to the turf on Marion Blakes. Kind of wondering if Alcorn State may go with a different quarterback here for the fourth quarter and see. Again, Tyler Macon started the year as the starter. Nope, it's still going to be Xavier Vaughn, who's had a rough night here tonight.
Yeah, he's going to be having nightmares with that McNeese defensive front.
151 yards passing, but the 11 of 29, that's just not going to cut it. And another grab here from Damian Jones.
Those nightmares are going to start with guy wearing number 3.
Yeah. 427 yards of offense for the Cowboys. Very balanced here tonight. 229 throwing, 198 rushing. 311 for Alcorn State. Cowboys have had some wild post-game celebrations that have been caught by the social media team. I don't know if they'll have that here tonight. Maybe a little bit more of a... They'll celebrate in that locker room, that's for sure. But I don't know if they'll have...
I don't think we're throwing Gary Goff in the air.
No, we're not.
They throw you up.
I asked Coach Goff, are you afraid of heights? Because...
well, that or hitting your head on the roof.
Yeah, that's what I said. You got to get that locker room, the roof, get it a little higher because he's pressing right up it when the players get him up on their hands.
Yeah, don't let me stay on the ground.
But I would imagine this one a little bit more subdued, but still.
Look, you can't overstate how big this win is going to be for McNeese. Because, look, that's going to get them over 500 for the first time in the Gary Goff regime. You know he's going to be fired up for that.
Yeah.
More penalties. Oh, boy.
False start, number 82, offense. Not all 11 players came set prior to the snap. Second down.
Hope he didn't have plans. Hope he didn't have plans after this one tonight.
Well, again, with this game in hand, I still think it's important to note what this team has done in the fourth quarter. I mean, they've been outscoring teams 58-7 in the fourth, which is just an absolutely crazy statistic.
It's a complete 360 from a year ago. They couldn't stop anyone in the second half.
Getting a chance to carry it was Brandon Rogers.
A year ago, we sat, just here to our rights and watched this team in every second half, and whether that comes back to what happened in the offseason, with potentially some film maybe getting out, if that's the case, but the second half, it's been a complete 360 defensively.
Vaughn rolling out. Vaughn now has to tuck it and run, and he split a couple of defenders. And he's going to get a huge gain here. Still on his feet. Finally chased down at the 16-yard line by Rajon Bennett. But Xavier Vaughn showing why he is very tough to stop sometimes. When he's able to run like that, that's going to get him over 100 yards rushing for the night.
Yeah, I mean, check this out. There's 4 blue jerseys right there, and then it is off to the races for Xavier Vaughn. Makes a great cut right there, and my goodness, what a run.
Now around the left end for a few yards. Jake Held and Jordan Tostin in on the stop. Gain of 3.
Each defense allow a touchdown right here. It would match as many as they've allowed all season here in the fourth quarter. Obviously, much different circumstances tonight.
Over the middle, and it could have been intercepted. Held was there, but Tostin and Held collided with each other as they were trying to get the ball to Truck Griffin, something that Alcorn has been trying to get that guy involved here tonight, but he's been targeted 6 times and 0 catches for Griffin. How about that?
Faked it a couple of times, then tried to go really into triple coverage. Just kind of felt like a forced play there.
Yeah.
And Griffin, no catching. Wow.
That's a big stat here in this game for a guy that...
Again, Coach said he's going to line up everywhere.
Yeah.
We've seen him line up everywhere.
8 catches coming into the game on the season. 3rd down and long. Incomplete, trying to hit Warren. I would imagine the offense will stay on the field here.
Defensively, a chance to keep that statistic at 7. We'll stop here. Play clock all the way down to 15 here. Just trying to figure out what they're doing. We may get a timeout. Down to 5. I think we're going to get.
Yeah, they finally called it.
Yeah, I think they were kind of waiting to see if they could get everything situated, and then
first time out of
get all the way down to 2.
Offense.
So we'll take a break. 42-14 McNeese in Lake Charles.
Media timeout.
Ever since I was young, I've known what I wanted to do. Sure, I had some guidance along the way. Thanks, Mom and Dad. But eventually, I had all I wanted. Family, career. It went by fast. Now I'm here. Retirement. And thanks to sound financial planning, it will be all I hoped for. And our children will have a secure legacy. For me, retirement is the next great chapter in my life.
Ferdinandson Financial Group. Let us help you make a plan.
Rouse's Markets is voted best grocery store in New Orleans, best grocery store in Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Thibodaux, Houma, Hammond, Lake Charles, Mobile, year after year. Thank you for choosing us best grocery store on the Gulf Coast. Number one. Thank you.
Thank you.
The number one grocery store
In Mississippi, Alabama,
Louisiana. 1 million customers a week can't be wrong. Welcome to Rouse's.
What makes your hometown unique? It's all those special places you know and love. The great meals shared at that restaurant right down the road. The mom and pop shop that's been on that corner since, well, as long as you can remember. Local businesses make Southwest Louisiana stronger. They bring character and charm, provide jobs, and support local causes. They are the heart and soul of our neighborhood. So the next time you're shopping around, love your local businesses and help keep our communities unique.
Deciding where to go to college is about more than just choosing a school.
It's about finding your home for the next 4 years.
Finding your place,
your people,
your path,
and having a lot of fun along the way.
1, 2, 3 to the 4. It's gonna be bigger than before. 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on, everybody, let's celebrate.
What better place to call home as you find your future at McNeese State University?
Live it, love it at McNeese.
Fourth down here for Alcorn State. Vaughn under pressure, and they got him. An ankle sack. And Vaughn staying down on the ground, and a great job again by the Cowboys defense. And one thing we've seen from this group, a bend but don't break style, and they did it right there once again.
Look, we talked about it before the break. They had only allowed 7 points here in the fourth quarter. That was going to be big time tested right there. And look, out of the timeout.
Jordan Allen on the sack, by the way.
Able to get back there and force the turnover on downs to preserve that 7-point statistic that, just for me, is, we've thrown a lot of numbers at you. I think that's the most impressive statistic.
Yeah, right. And again, remember, they played Texas A&M. Granted, at that point, Texas A&M's calling off the dogs, but still. Camden Six-Killer back out there for his second full drive, and he'll complete a pass. And moving upfield is the always exciting Jamal Levi, and he's got a first down.
That's the kind of stuff I like to see with Jamal Levi. Get it out to him in the flat and let him go to work, because, my God, you saw it right there. A couple of nice moves. We'll see another look at it here. Get it to him on the swing pass out of the backfield. Make a man miss. Then my goodness, threw them guys into the bench. And Jamal Levi picking up the first down.
Second catch tonight. 7 different receivers have caught passes tonight for McNeese. I got another fun stat for you. Ooh, Citizen got hit hard. Well, I thought Citizen had it. That Six-Killer had it. Oh, boy. Okay. I thought Citizen had it, but Six-Killer actually keeps it. Well, he faked me out on this one. Oh, that is a really good fake by Six-Killer. He had the hold in that. He had the little stinky leg going there, right? That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was good stuff there from Camden Six-Killer. I didn't know he had that in it. Boy, howdy.
8-yard run.
Talk about sending guys into the bench. My God, send them into the next universe.
And that time, Citizen does have it. They're trying to wrestle that football away from Citizen, and they did. Turnover. Braves got it back. Boy, they were really tugging on that football, and they strip it away. Wallace Melton comes away with it, and that's a turnover.
It's about the only thing that's went wrong for McNeese tonight. They handed off to Citizen, and he's trying to pick his way through those holes, trying to fight for a couple of extra yards, and yet they get it turned around and just start ripping at that football.
Third turnover tonight for McNeese. Second fumble they've lost. Alcorn State has turned it over twice, so Alcorn State, good chance they might win the turnover battle. But to get back to that stat I was talking about, 17 different receivers have caught passes this year for McNeese. Wow. That is a huge number.
Yeah, no kidding.
We're only in the 4th game of the season. But that receiver room is deep. It's just not very experienced. But it's really coming along.
They've got a ton of playmakers on that offensive side of the football.
Xavier Vaughn back out there. Gets rid of it, and the receiver just dropped it.
Had some happy hands there. I think that might have been Warren.
Yeah, that was Warren. And then Warren hasn't had a big night either for them.
They've had a chance to get it to him a couple of times, and
that's his 7th target, and he's only caught it once. So really, their top 2 receivers, Griffin and Warren, have been neutralized tonight.
And look, that was something that, Coach Thomas stressed us. They want to stretch the field, and that's McNeese is completely taking that away from them. And we talked about it multiple times during the game, like McNeese with the linebackers kind of, that core kind of getting a little thin. They were going to depend on the secondary, and they've really stepped up.
Vaughn gets rid of it quickly, and the ball comes out. And, somehow Alcorn State still has possession. As Warren got his hands on it, it was caught by Damian Jones. I believe he had it long enough for that to be considered a fumble. We'll watch it again here. Little slant pattern. Yeah, certainly had it long enough.
A couple of steps.
But a great hit there to jar the ball loose. That was Lewis that knocked it out, but Tyron Warren got his hands on it. I think they were taking a review. That's why we got the stoppage here. They were looking at it, but no need to examine it anymore. Heading towards the end zone. There's 2 receivers there. That means there's 2 defenders there, too. And it's incomplete.
That's not how you draw those up.
No, Blake's along with Jones. And there defensively for the Cowboys were Bennett and Ellis.
That's not how you draw those up there in the end zone. We cross and pass at the exact same time. Because that gets dicey.
2nd down and 10. And boy, the numbers for Vaughn on the completion percentage, just 37%. He's 13 of 35.
Yeah, like I said, he'll be having nightmares for the next couple of weeks.
That'll be hard to make up in the stat sheet. He's going to take off with it here. This has been his specialty here tonight. Up to the 21-yard line. Jake Held from Southside High School over in the Lafayette area made the tackle. That's enough for a first down for the Braves. They're approaching 400 yards of total offense here tonight.
They've been able to move the football at times.
But again, this McNeese defense has been just great at buckling down.
Bend not break.
Yep, they've been that way for much of the season. Another catch for Jones, who did not have any catches at all here going into this game. And he's the leading receiver, a half a dozen catches, and he's close to 100 yards receiving. Got 6 on that play.
Statistics going to be tested again here.
Yep. They hold to 7.
If they do, it's just a thing. It's a thing of destiny at that point.
Griffin in motion. Pocket breaking down. Flag down, and out of bounds is Vaughn.
That's an absolute
Held
hold.
chased him out of bounds.
That is an absolute hold.
Holding, number 55, offense, 10-yard penalty.
Ronald Brown, a 2-year starter from Gainesville, Florida, commits the penalty.
Yeah, there was no question about that one. When I can see it, especially from here, I mean, you know it's a hold. Yeah, look, he's holding him for a lengthy amount of time. So now it's going to back this one up near the 25-yard line.
Could be pass interference. No, they say the ball was deflected at the line of scrimmage. Trying to get the football to Omarion Blakes from Shaw, Mississippi. MC Evans High School. Another 3rd down. Alcorn State 6 of 16 on 3rd downs.
But McNeese wants to get a little bit more athletic here, though. Get out some of the bigger guys and bring in some of their edge rushers here on this third down as the moon begins to peek over Cowboy Stadium to our right.
Really been a nice, enjoyable night for football.
Yes, it has.
Considering how hot it was during the daytime. There's Jones again, but he's quickly wrapped up and brought down to the ground. Markel Price, transfer from Nichols on the tackle. Fourth down now here for Alcorn.
And why not?
Yeah, why not?
Just did it one drive ago. We'll do it again.
They're 0 for 1 on fourth down tonight. 4th and 7. Whistles. McNeese might want a timeout here, I think. Do the Cowboys have too many guys on the field?
I don't know. I mean, we just saw the two officials run to the middle of the football.
Are we reviewing this for some reason?
Everybody kind of just standing around.
The previous play is under review.
And you're right. They're going to review it. Well, I don't know what there is to review. I guess we'll take a look at it and kind of see.
We'll also get a word from from the guys in the truck, too, on what could potentially be. Was there targeting here at the end of all this?
All right. So, yeah, we're going to get a look right here. They're trying to drag him. And, yeah, no, look, he comes in with the helmet coming from the backside. It's definitely a helmet to helmet. There's a lot of contact coming from the far side. That might be what they're looking at.
No comment.
Come on, Jeff. Here's a different angle. And, yeah, you see him right there. Yeah, that's tough.
That's not target.
I thought you were going to give it.
I can't help it.
All right, so this one is confirmed target.
He went in with his shoulder.
Again, we'll get another look at it. He goes in.
After review, there is no foul for targeting. Fourth down.
Yeah. All right, see?
We're back.
My faith has been restored.
You're still going to have to take the time off till November. Unless we happen to get one here in 5 minutes, and Lordy, I hope not. I'm hoping that 5 minutes goes off as quick as the next minute does.
Fourth down and 5. A long 4. Vaughn got hit as he threw, and the receiver had yet to break out of his route.
Yeah, I think he may have been trying to get a comeback there.
Warren was the intended receiver. A frustrating night for that young man.
Timeout on the field.
And we'll take a break. 4:45, and again, the Cowboys defense comes up strong still. They've only allowed 7 points all year in the fourth quarter. 4:45 to go. Jaden Thompson getting a carry here for the McNeese Cowboys. A running back, a transfer from Ventura College in California. I believe that's his first carry of the season.
I would certainly imagine it is.
Yeah, so going. We did not see Bryce Strong tonight. We did not see Colby Ham.
Tell you what, I thought Joshawn Barbie ran the ball.
He really gave the team, I thought, during that course of scoring 21 points in the first quarter, he set the tone running the ball, averaging 7.6 yards a carry tonight, 76 yards rushing. Really good to see Barbie being that kind of a ball carrier that they were expecting to get from him. And there's a McNeese player slow to get up. David Duvall is still on the ground. And Cowboys with this win, they'll be over the 500 mark for the first time since that weird spring 2021 season.
Yeah, look, you can't overstate how big that is for Coach Goff and his boys, especially going on this brutal stretch moving forward.
This is tough. This is going to be very tough. It'll be interesting to see where they're at once they return home to the hole, take on Texas A&M Commerce that first Saturday in November. But you now got 4 straight on the road and a bye in the middle of it. You'll have another non-conference game against Weber State. And then you'll go over to Houston and take on Houston Christian. There's the bye. And then UIW and Nichols. So a couple of tough teams there. And then Texas A&M Commerce get another bye at Northwestern State and then finish it all up here on November 23rd against Lamar.
It's a tough stretch.
Yep, it will be tough. But
when we come back here, hopefully it's cold. Just not too cold.
Nichols beat Mississippi Valley State 66-0. That Mississippi Valley State is Alcorn's next opponent. Grambling got a win tonight, beating Jackson State 41-20.
Oh,
look out. Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
Oh, holy cow, that might be the hit of the night. My goodness, there's no way I'm jumping up from that. He hopped up like a bunny. Oh, I'd be at the chiropractor for a week.
I think that was Demarion Edwards who came just flying through there. I thought it was a number 3. It was a flash, that's for sure.
Holy smokes, yeah, that's no joke. Cowboys will have to let the football away again. It'll be Finn Lappin. They're having to separate some of the Alcorn State guys here from the McNeese Cowboys. A little scuffle amongst numbers with that play.
Weber State won tonight over in Natchitoches, shutting out the Demons 39-0. Stephen F. Austin bouncing back from that tough loss last Saturday here in Lake Charles, beating Northern Colorado 48-7 in Nacogdoches. UTCSA, easy win over Houston Christian 45-7. Sac State over Texas A&M Commerce 34-0. Lamar, ooh, big punt there by Flippin. And a nice return, yeah. And more hard hitting here at the end of this game. And that brings us to the 2-minute timeout.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
So Finn Lappin's punt, nice return. Final minute 57 here when we come back. Jeff Palermo and Chasten Tavares with you for the final minute 57 of this one. Alcorn State, another opportunity to score at the end of this fourth quarter.
Yeah, look, they've got the ball in pretty good field position. Ball at the 40. Wish we could get back to action.
Xavier Vaughn now will get the offense set. 15 of 39 for 196 yards, a touchdown and an interception. Vaughn will throw and complete, and I think Griffin finally caught a pass here tonight.
And he did.
His first catch of the night. That is the sixth time they've targeted him.
Coach Goff, he'll certainly take that one.
Yeah.
First catch coming in the fourth quarter.
404 yards of offense for the Braves tonight. 457 for the Cowboys as Griffin keeps it. Alcorn has 2 timeouts here. The clock will stop with them picking up the first down here, and now they'll get that clock rolling again. For Alcorn, they will be back on the road next week against Mississippi Valley State. Then they'll host Arkansas Pine Bluff. Then a couple more trips to Louisiana as they'll visit both Grambling and Southern in October. Incomplete, good coverage. Outstanding coverage there by the Cowboy defender, which would be Cody Smith, who blocked a punt earlier tonight.
Great chance for some of these youngsters getting in some of the action.
Cody Smith from Zachary, a redshirt freshman, Zachary High School. Powerhouse football program in the state of Louisiana. Second down and 10. Nice run here for a few.
They may just have to run one more play.
And are not really rushing it. For Alcorn State, they wanted to kind of see where they're at after playing up in competition with games against UAB and Vanderbilt, then beating Edwards Waters last week, a Division II team. This was really the first team they've played that's on par with them, and there's a lot to correct with special teams. Got to get more efficient offensively. Big time hit again. Man, I tell you what, the pads have been popping here in the fourth quarter with some of these hits. And that was Cedric Applewhite in on the tackle there for the Cowboys. And that is going to be our final play. No fourth quarter miracle needed here tonight for Southern. They took care of business right off the start with a 21-point first quarter en route to a 42-14 win for McNeese over Alcorn State. And for the first time since the spring of 2021, Cowboys are over the 500 mark.
Yeah, no, that's huge for Coach Gary Goff and gang, especially with the next really month coming up, and they're going to be on the road for the entirety of that. They're making a big trip to Weber State next week. A 42-14 win, and the offense got going. Defense looked good. It's going to move forward. Going to be the question of the health of Micah Davey and Tristan Driggers.
No doubt about that. First time McNeese is 3-0 in Cowboy Stadium since 2018 as they get the win here tonight over Alcorn State. Final again, McNeese 42, Alcorn State 14. For Riley Eister, Chasten Tavares, I'm Jeff Palermo. McNeese will be on the road all the way until that first Saturday in November when they take on Texas A&M Commerce in homecoming. So we'll catch you back then. Of course, next week's game will be on ESPN Plus when McNeese heads over to Weber State, and Alcorn State will be on the road to take on Mississippi Valley State. That will do it for us. Have a great night, everyone.